Yo, what's good? What's good with the family? Salute to my family. Salute to the Just Do and the TWT family. Appreciate y'all for sliding through. Salute to my bro. Yo, the Wise Crush. Crush was good with it, my bro. Josh was good with it, fam. Appreciate you for sliding through. Lady Do, salute Queen. Appreciate you. Okay, don't work too hard. Skywalker, my bro, was good with it, bro. Appreciate you for sliding through. How you feeling, bro? We Talk Sports was good with it, family. MP, my brother, was good with it. How you feeling, bro? How y'all feeling in the building today, man? It's a good Sunday afternoon, man. Got a good, solid night of boxing, man. Nothing really to complain about. Y'all know me. I don't like to complain too much, so I like to just enjoy what I seen last night. You know. Had some solid fights, man. He had some solid fights. I had a surprisingly solid performance from Blair Cobbs, man. I gotta admit, man, I didn't expect that. I ain't saying he can't fight, but I think the way he handled himself last night, I mean, you know, that's the way you want to respond after taking a tough loss for sure, man. And I gotta salute Blair Cobb, man, because you know I'm all about giving credit where it's due, and you know, I got to give Blair his flowers on this one, man. He fought a solid, smart fight last night. Kurt was good with it, bro. Appreciate you for sliding through. How you feeling, Brody? He fought a smart, patient fight, man. And again, Kid Austin fought last night too. You know that was more so a showcase fight, and I think it was good to finally see him under the lights in a meaningful card. You know, where people were tuned in. I know he got a chance for some other eyes to see Kid Austin. And right off the bat, man, I told people about this young boy, man. Of course, with just 11 fights in and being 19 years old, this kid is a teenager still right now, man. He got things to work on for sure. You know what I mean? And patience, I would say, for sure. Working on his patience and staying more poised and you know, keeping his energy in check. So he's done work at the gym, 10 rounds on the bag, strength and conditioning. That's what's good. We Talk Sports, man. Sound like a good workout. I'm feeling good over here. Any day I get to talk boxing with the family is a good day. I know people say that, but I really mean it. So anytime I'm able to get up here and kick it with the family, I'm always good. EST 1985, salute, bro. Appreciate you for sliding through. How you feeling? Yeah, but right off the bat, you know, Kid Austin, man, he's fast, he's explosive. Think he got power in both hands. He carry a lot of muscle, so I will keep an eye on that moving forward. You know, because I would really like to see what his gas tank is like when the pace is actually pushed. You know, when he's in that type of fight. And I'm not saying he has any issues thus far with 11 fights with his gas tank, but you know, I just want to see I want to see where he at with it. You know, I want to see if him being kind of muscular comes back to hurt him at any point. But so far, so good. And if anybody watch, if y'all ever seen Kid Austin work out, his workouts are crazy. You know what I mean? This kid really, he puts it in the gym, man. That's one reason why I'm high on him. Yes, sir. You know We Talk Sports. Salute to my bro, Kurt, man. Appreciate you for stopping through, Brody. How you feeling? Yes, man. He put on for Jersey, so you know I'm in Jersey. So salute. Anytime Jersey get an opportunity to put on, I'm glad to see it, man. Monica, salute, Queen. Appreciate you for stopping through. How you feeling? Appreciate all y'all in the building. Y'all smash the like button for you, bro, man. We gonna get through this recap of good boxing, man. Yeah, I think one of the most impressive things about Kid Austin right off the bat is that switch hitting that he do, and you know it. You know, right off the top, man, two of the best in boxing, two of the young guys that's able to switch hit like at the drop of a dime is Boots Ennis and Kid Austin. I like the way he was able to switch with ease. Shout out to FanDuel that paid me well yesterday. Kid Austin reminds me of a little Gary Anton Russell, non-stop motor. God body salute, bro. Appreciate you for stopping through. Yeah, I can see that, and that's a good quality to have. But I just like to see him pace himself, you know what I mean? Pace himself a little more in there, be a little more patient. And I don't like that. He got this little move where he kind of jump in and he throws shots. And I just want him to be smarter about that. And I don't like to see a fighter's feet leave the ground when they throwing punches. He had a little sequence or two in there where he threw punches and his feet kind of left the ground, if you get what I'm saying, where I don't like to see that. But I think he's able to get away with it thus far because he's very athletic, very young, athletic. He's fast, good reflexes. I know, Queen. Appreciate you, Monica, as always. I appreciate you. But he's fast, athletic, very athletic, man. He works hard. Like I say, he carries that muscle, but he got power in both hands. He got good hand speed, and he's very polished for 11 fights. You know what I mean? He's a very disciplined young fighter to be 19, man. I think he got it right in terms of how to approach the sport like a professional, man. Like I say, he stay in the gym, and he always working on something. And that switching is something that he practiced a lot. And it's good to see the things that these young fighters practice, you know, come to fruition or, you know, translate to the ring. Like it's one thing, you know, they say you fight how you train. So, you know, it's good to see some of these things that he's working on and training, you know, transition over into the ring under them lights in the actual fight. He's 19, Kurt. 19, bro. Imagine fighting in your hometown and get dropped 3 times. That gotta hurt. Facts. We gonna get to him too. Mighty Mo Hooker, man. I don't know, man. You know, over here, I'm a big advocate for respecting the sport and showing up in shape, man. And when you show up overweight, and again, we're not talking about no 1 pound and 1.5 pounds. We're talking about 3 pounds like that. That's crazy. You can't do that, bro. Go Flow, salute, bro. Appreciate you for stopping through. I don't know if this is your first time here, but if you know, but smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, join the family. If you already joined the family, welcome to the family, bro. Appreciate you for stopping through with your boy. Yeah, man. Maurice Hooker, he should have known better, and I understand he been off for a while and things like that. But to me, I just don't know what kind of training he did, you know. And then this is the problem I have when you have camps and you got fighters like, and this is not even about Crawford, but Crawford was on record vouching for this dude, talking about how hard he worked in the gym. And I'm like, I mean, how hard did you really work if you come and you 3 pounds over? Like, how hard did you really, really work? What's the deal, Mr. Chop? What's good, fam? Appreciate you for sliding through. You know, we just in here chopping it up, doing a little recap about the fights last night. We're going to get into a little bit of what could possibly be next for Vergil Ortiz as well. But, you know, salute to Jersey. It's my hometown. Salute to Kid Austin and his team, man. He did his thing in a showcase fight, like in a meaningful card where, you know, some people was able to see him do his thing. And now I think the next step for him is to put him on not just a meaningful card, but a meaningful fight as well. Like put him in there with somebody that we actually know. You know what I'm saying? So we could kind of know how to gauge him right now and to see exactly where he at. Because right now at 19, the kid is definitely the goods. He definitely the goods, man. And I think the sky's the limit. His father is in the corner. He, like I say, he trains hard at gym rat. Combinations, I like his combination punches, some of his shots that he was picking to the body. I think my main critique walking away from that fight with Kid Austin is just to be more patient. And you could expect some of that with just 11 fights in. 19 years old, this dude really a teenager at the end of the day. So, you know, he didn't show a ton of flaws, man. I just say be patient and more poised and be more selective with picking your shots. And don't try not to throw punches where your feet actually leave the ground unless that's just something that you want to do. Hey, what's up with the Hooker last night? Mr. Chop Top, man, you know it. I would urge y'all to always pay attention to this going into any fight. And I'm pretty sure y'all know as fight fans. Y'all know what to look for. When a dude is overweight the way he was overweight, that's already a strike one. Like I do you know what I mean? I do a strike system when it comes to boxing. And there's certain boxes, it's like a few boxes that I be needing you to check for me to feel good about you going into the fight. One, you got to be in shape. You know what I'm saying? Come in shape, dude. Come in shape. You know what I mean? I like to watch fighter meetings to see what they saying, to see exactly where they at. You get what I'm saying? So he said some of the right things, but at the same time of him saying the right things, he said the wrong things. I didn't like his response when a reporter asked him about him being overweight, and he looked like he was annoyed with Blair Cobbs because Cobbs called him unprofessional. Dude, that is a little unprofessional, bro. You 3 pounds overweight. You think nobody wasn't gonna say nothing to you? Hooker's done. It's time for him to just say he has no more fight in him left in him. I mean, if that's the best he could do, yeah, because he aged very badly too, in my opinion, man. Maurice Hooker looked older than what he is in the ring. Yeah, Ronnie Shields in his corner too. Yeah, yep. Kid also had Ronnie Shields in the corner. My bro D Free, what's good with it, Brody? Appreciate you for stopping through. What's good, my boy D Free? Yes, sir, man. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate you, Monica. Appreciate that. Yeah, Kid Austin did his thing, but Hooker, man, again, he ain't checked those boxes for me. So physically, he didn't check the box. He came in 3 pounds overweight, and then when it was time for him to say the right things, like he talked like he wanted to fight, he was ready to go. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. You ready to go, but your body looked like you're not ready to go. And then whenever you look, he a tall, wiry, slim dude. You could see him, his back like don't have no definition to it. He just didn't. He ain't cut the weight right in training camp at all. He just didn't do a good job at managing his weight, and I think it hindered his performance. I think he wasn't in shape. I think not being in the best physical shape. You coming off a layoff, a knockout loss, ain't fought in a while, ring rust. You factor all that combined with the fact that you just don't physically give yourself the best chance. And then what do you get? You get a guy in Maurice Hooker getting knocked down 3 times by Blair Cobbs and getting dominated in a 10-round fight where it looked like they ain't even belong in there with each other. I don't know. He just looked extremely slow. And we already know if you watch Maurice Hooker fight, he's not the most athletic dude in the first place. So Blair Cobb's athleticism gave Maurice Hooker fits, man. And again, I'm gonna keep hammering this point home because it's just so it's so obvious that he just wasn't in good shape, man. You can't do nothing when you're not in the best shape. You done been off for a while. Your confidence already ain't high. Y'all both coming off losses and KO losses, but you coming off of either a real layoff. Blair Cobb fought not too long ago. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you rebound from a loss. That's how you rebound when you get your ass beat. The unified champion, he couldn't catch on to what Blair was doing, and it was simple as shit. Blair was lunging it with full power. Now, special facts. Again, you know what Maurice Hooker problem is, y'all? I don't know if y'all see it the way I see it. He already, even at his absolute best and his prime, even though that was a short stint, he was never the most athletically gifted fighter. So you match that with the fact that a guy's gotten older, he's had wear and tear, he had some wars, man. His loss is usually some wars. He got 3 draws. You get what I'm saying? Like, he's shot worn. The dude ain't got that much tread left on the tire, man. All of those factors going against him. He just ain't put himself in the best position to win last night, yo. You gotta be in shape, dude. And that lunging in shit, yeah. And then him just not being athletic, Blair athleticism gave him fits. He was just able to move. And again, man, what I'm disappointed in Maurice Hooker, man, as a fighter, he never seemed to really learn how to cut the ring, man. You can't just follow fighters around the ring, dude. You already slow. You behind the 8 ball. How do you make up for lack of athleticism and foot speed? You learn how to cut the ring off and make the ring smaller for that fighter. So he got less places to go. Like, nah, you following him from post to post. And he, like you said, he lunging in, just cracking you with shots over and over, and you eating them. You getting knocked down. You just look bad. And I want to ask y'all, is this any indication that Bomac, what does this say about Bomac as a trainer? I think that's a fair question. Vergil might have cracked his chin too. Yeah, Vergil definitely took a lot out of him. God body when he beat him, he took the fight out of him. I honestly believe in a loss, that was one of his best losses, if that makes sense. Like, he fought back. He gave Vergil some work for as long as it lasted, but it just didn't last long. I mean, he wasn't able to do much more after that. Like it's like Vergil Ortiz took a lot out. That Vergil Ortiz loss took a lot out of him. Frontline salute, bro. Appreciate you for stopping through. How you feeling? Go for Hooker never used his reach. Yep. And that's and even when he was at his best. And that's another problem I had going into this fight too. You know, usually you see somebody with the dimensions that Maurice Hooker got, and you think, man, he got some real advantages. Like I think he had like a 7-inch reach advantage, but he never used it. Even like you said, at his best, he never used it. Blair was running in that ring like an Olympian. Facts, yeah, especially them last 3 rounds, Monica. Them last three or so rounds, he was playing in there. Definitely somewhere else. Yeah, his mind was somewhere else. I hear something about him. He lost a family member. Maybe. And I don't make excuses, but I'm a fair person, and I'm a firm believer in there's excuses and there are reasons. You know what I'm saying? And if that just was something that was weighing on him heavily, like, you know, maybe that, you know, affected his performance. Darryl Adams, what's good with you, my bro? Appreciate you for stopping through. Salute to the UK and my bro Darryl, man. Appreciate you, bro. You think they're gonna make Blair versus Vergil next? That's interesting, man. But I don't think they willing to put if I'm gonna say this, if it's Blair's with who? Golden Boy, right? I think he's with Golden Boy. If they truly got faith in him and they really pushing him, they're not gonna throw him right back into the fire that quick, because that's a guaranteed loss for him. Blair Cobbs to get stopped bad by Vergil Ortiz. Blair was running because he had the whole fight in the bag already. Facts. Appreciate all y'all smashed the like button for your boy, man. We gonna keep rocking out. It was like watching the rabbit and the turtle, but this time the rabbit wins. Yeah, the rabbit actually won, Monica. He was giving his ass a problem, wasn't he? I would have thought he bounced back from that loss. No cat. You talking about Hooker? Man, yeah, it's unfortunate. OTB, my bro. Salute to my bro OTB. Y'all go sub to the Brody OTB if y'all not already. Fire content. Best film breakdown on YouTube. And that's as the young kids say, no cat. I'm stamping that. Best film breakdown on YouTube, bro. By far. But yeah, man. Blair Cobb, man, for him to be coming off that loss like that, he responded well. And I'm all about giving people their flowers. And we men, so a lot of times I like to say we don't like flowers, so he get his crown while he's still alive to wear it. I had to give it to him. I had to tip my hat to Blair Cobb. Good game plan. He showed some real good poise, man. A lot of good movement. He always was athletic. He got that irky jerky kind of style. You know what I mean? He in and out. And I don't know. He just made the fight difficult for Maurice Hooker. The movement, you know what I mean? Maurice Hooker couldn't get his timing. He never was the fastest guy. And he got the kind of style that he relied off boxing, just sheer heart, you know what I mean? Some boxing ability, but never the most fundamentally and technically sound guy. Now, you match that up with the fact that he's more shot worn. He done had some wars. He done been through it a couple times, and he done had that layoff. You just looking at a guy that's looked like a shell of himself, and he's not super old, you know what I mean? But he looked much older than what he is, Maurice Hooker, man. And them prospect contenders will take a tough fight until them belts are dropped. That's probably true, bro. That's probably true. They're gonna play it safe because you know they try to tell us it's just business, that they're gonna be trying to keep the top dogs away from each, you know, them top contenders, because they're not gonna get Spence and EJ right now. I mean Spence and Buzz, so that's out. But I mean, you got Vergil, you got Conor Ben, you got Boots, man. I don't know, something got to shake. Run, it's a trap, man. Blair better call AB and get a good payday. Yeah, if he's smart, man. You already know, OTB. I got to get a crown where it's due, man. Subscribe to the Brody if y'all haven't already. I appreciate everybody in the building. We're gonna keep rocking. I think that petition for the WBO mandatory for Vergil, because even Beehive said he graduated. If not, I can see Vergil Ortiz versus Cody Crowley for eliminator. That'll be a dog fight. Yeah, Cody Crowley gonna fight as hard as he can, and we gonna chop it up. I don't know how y'all like Vergil. Y'all like that? Y'all like Vergil performance last night? I always try to factor in everything, you know, all the things that lead up to the fight before assessing the actual action, and just with us knowing that, you know, he had that situation with his weight and his health. Some weird name that I never heard of, but y'all familiar. Something with his weight, him losing weight and muscle and stuff like that. So I think that's why I give him the benefit of the doubt with them revisiting this Mckinson fight, because let's be honest, yo. You better be a master class boxer if you ain't got no power, if you fighting Vergil Ortiz. Or your chin better be A1. It's something, because somebody with 2 knockouts is just not going to offer much to that dude. But to Mckinson's credit, you know, he might have been outgunned, definitely from a power perspective, definitely, but Mckinson fought back. I appreciated his approach all the way up into the knockout. This dude really was trying to fight. He was really trying to earn, you know, Vergil respect. Now, I think he could have did a better job in mixing that up and taking his chances a little bit better, because I think he was a little too willing to take chances to try to gain his respect. And it's only so far that's going to get you, because as the fight wear on, you know, he's still punching hard. You don't punch that hard. And as the fatigue set in, now your punches doing even less and less. So it's like, I think he picked the wrong approach with Vergil Ortiz in some spots. I think he should have tried to use his movement, because Vergil, dare I say Vergil look like he don't know how to cut the ring either? Or am I tripping? Blair dropping Freddie Roach was instrumental. Facts, OTB, facts. And you see what happened when you're not in denial and you either get rid of. I'm not saying he was the problem, but sometimes you run your course. Relationships run his course, and that Freddie Roach and Blair Cobbs, that situation, once he lost to Alexis Rocha, that was it. It was nothing, no better he was gonna get under the tutelage of Freddie Roach. If I'm just if we being honest, so it made sense for him to go work with somebody else. It definitely did. Freddie Roach is old, man. His better days is behind him, and that's no shot to him. It just is what it is with that dude. See Blair Cobbs fight against someone like Jamal James. Yeah, that's a good fight. Actually, We Talk Sports. That's a fight. I watch it. I watch it. Jamal James would be looking to get back on the winning side of things, and I think it's a somewhat of an even fight. You know what I'm saying? I'll get an edge to Blair, obviously, but just a fight that Jamal James definitely could use as a stepping stone to get him right back on track for sure, if he could pull it off, if they was to make that fight. Definitely got to work on some things. Vergil got to work on some things that we was supposed to do against who he was in there with, but he ain't ready for the top of the division. Hey, you know we gonna get into it. No, we gonna get in. Vergil really ain't impressed me. I think Stan Jonas will beat him. Nah, I feel you as far as being impressed. I'll just say I give him some benefit of the doubt with the little layoff that he had, and you know, just being out the ring and being that he just got through that situation that was physically taxing to the body. I give him a slight benefit of the doubt, but not much, yo. Vergil has a lot of potential. Top contenders. Pace it. Yeah, that's gonna be his problem. See. Oh, you seen it too, front line. I said I've been called that. That was one of my first critiques against Vergil. Salute to my bro, Southern T. What's good with it, Brody? I ain't got the flames for you, but salute to my TWT family in the building. Appreciate you, bro. What's good with you? Cuz, what up with you? I hope we get Vergil versus Boots soon. Hey, man, we could talk about it, because I don't see why it can't happen. I mean, at some point he got to get in there with somebody. That's why I said who next, and he said he claimed he ready for Crawford, but his answer, it wasn't full of confidence, if I'm being honest. Like, he said something kind of basic. He ain't really say it with no, you know, he ain't really say it with his chest last night. Like, he ain't sound like once they say I'm ready, when they ask you specifically for somebody and you say yeah, but or I'm ready for somebody else, when you kind of, soon as you say yeah, you immediately go to diverting the attention to other fighters in the division. You don't sound as confident. You should have just stood on your square. Yeah, I want Crawford. Like, know what I mean? Even if you don't get him. Now, yeah, that high guard, I said this before, God body. He not Vergil Ortiz problem moving forward, or when he get to the top of the division, when he go against them other dogs, he's not creative enough defensively. Like, he move his head a little bit, but sometimes these dudes do this shit without purpose. You know what I'm saying? They do head movement with no purpose. Like, when he really getting attacked, he sit behind that high guard, man. And although it's a nice, tight high guard, that could be broken down by somebody that could really box, man. That high guard shit, just I feel you, bro. That shit not gonna work moving forward. Not at the top of the, not at the elite level. I don't think so. Strong and elusive, but he refuses to use his step back defense. Yeah, nah, he don't. And that's what I'm saying. He's not creative defensively. That will require him to be a little creative, even at the bare minimum defensively. And that's just something he's not. He is not that. He's not a shit talker either. Y'all, who that? Vergil? You talking about Vergil? But for that reason, I like him. For that reason, that Verge don't talk shit is the reason I like him though. Like he ain't unnecessary and he don't bring unnecessary attention to himself talking crazy. So I do like him. I just feel like I want him to stand on a name that he really want to fight. Like as a fighter, it gotta be somebody you gunning for, you want to fight next. You get what I'm saying? You keep knocking everybody out. You know what I mean? He got 100% KO ratio. I knew that was going to continue after last night. It was no way a guy with 2 KOs was going to really be able to keep Vergil up off of him. But I will say he definitely need to work on his defense for sure. He looked decent last night, man. I won't say he didn't look bad. He didn't look bad, but he did a lot. He did some following around the ring, and I hate to see that. And again, because what we expecting in Vergil is we expect to see him in there with a top dog sooner than later. You know what I'm saying? And we all understand the business that need to be taken care of at 47. But nonetheless, I mean, his career got to continue. So my question is, who we gonna fight? You know what I mean? Next, I mean, hey, James, appreciate you, my bro. Appreciate you for stopping through. So I think it's only reasonable for us to think, man. And y'all see them names in the thumbnail. Y'all see who in there. I mean, I know he ain't getting Crawford, but I think of Boots Ennis, Conor Ben, and Vergil Ortiz. I think it's time for them to start speaking each other names a lot more than what they've been doing. I think they gotta start calling for it now. I did a video the other day with Conor Ben. Yeah, he ain't a big talk, but I like him for that. I respect him for that, though. You know what I mean? I just want to know like what's in his mind. Like I want to know who he got his eye on, because you know you're not gonna get them the 2 names that we know you're not gonna get. You're not gonna get them, but who you looking to fight, man? But I like Conor Ben. He opened his mouth, man, for Conor Ben to say, y'all smashed it like for me, and we're gonna keep rolling. I like the fact that Conor Ben mentioned Vergil Ortiz and Boots Ennis in the same video. Like that's rare. Very rarely do you get somebody that's willing to speak on Boots Ennis. And that's who I declared as the new boogeyman at 47. I don't care what nobody say. I feel like Boots Ennis the boogeyman. If you don't agree, get your ass in there and beat him. You know what I'm saying? But I think anytime you hear Conor Ben say names like that, like Jaron Ennis, and then he basically he compared himself, and he said basically his own words is like you can't really compare them to him right now. That's what he thinks. So I guess that knockout win over Van Heeren got him feeling like he's Superman. Got him feeling like Boots don't compare. I feel like Boots will stop him, man. Boots will really do some bad things to Conor Ben. Fate, salute, my bro. Appreciate you for stopping through. I think it's time for them to start mixing it up, or at least entertaining fights with each other. I gotta fight. I want to see more dangerous, more risky fights. I want to see these top dudes or these top prospects / contenders. You know what I'm saying? I want to see them entertain more 50-50 fights, take more risks, man. I'm tired of seeing, predetermined outcomes to a certain degree. Carl Crocodile Hunter, what's good with it, bro? Appreciate you for stopping through. How you feeling, bro? I think Vergil had a win after big layoff. He blew some cobwebs out early and did that body work, got Mckinson out of there. Hope we get Boots versus Vergil. See that? Boots versus Vergil. Don't that shit sound good going to Boots and Vergil, man? Yeah, we got Boots and Vergil next week. Y'all love that. One shot, because I would. Vergil look pretty good. I like his style. Yeah, I like Vergil's style. I just don't like him defensively. Because I feel like where he lacks creativity defensively is going to cause him a problem when he get to that top tier. When he get up there in that, that upper, the top of the top, I feel like he's going to have to do more behind that high guard. Like, I feel like the success is only going to take him so far behind that high guard. Now, maybe I'm overstating that or overthinking it, but I think he's going to have to be a little more creative defensively, as he continue to try to make his ascent to the top anyway. A better resume, Vergil Ortiz was Jaron Boots Ennis, and why Ortiz was pushed over Boots. I don't know why would they want to push him. I mean, well, see, Boots is if I'm not mistaken, y'all could correct me if I'm wrong, but ain't he the think he the mandatory in the IBF, I believe. Boots is, and I think they want to put Vergil in a position to get a title shot at some point. I would guess so. That's the only thing I could see with them doing that. But who got the better resume? You know, it's crazy, yo. Vergil Ortiz got the better resume. I ain't gonna say it's by far, by much, but I think Vergil Ortiz got the slightly better resume. I think he fought the more notable names. More, you know, we know more of the opponents I think he faced. I don't know. We have to go. I have to go look, but I think Verge got an edge in the resume. Got a clear shot at both Bud and Spence. Yeah. Only if he get it right. Now, if he really ready for it is the question. Now, I ain't a fan of the whole ready, not ready talk, but I say he ain't got no choice but to be ready because, you know, ain't nothing left for him but the top. Ain't nobody, you know what I mean? The middle of the pack guy's not gonna beat him. Sort the O's out, bro. Yeah. They asked Conor Ben, do he protect his O? And he said he don't think so. Like, you know, he get money. He an entertainer, you know what I mean? He get money for his value. He don't feel like he protect his O. He don't really get asked that question. Yeah, he got a clear shot. Get his ass in there. I mean, once they figure out their business, that's why I said we need that fight to happen. So it's like almost like the welterweight division, almost like taking a gas for breath with this, waiting for this fight. Yeah, ain't no way around it. You can't just wait to say, "Oh, I'm gonna fight the champion. I'm gonna wait to fight the champion." Nah, fight one of them other contenders, and then somebody see who more worthy at that champion. I don't see nothing wrong with that. I don't see nothing wrong with it. And Vergil had a good war against Mean Machine. Got his chin check. Boots hasn't had his chin check yet, but maybe Boots is in touch with like Shakur's chin. I think, you know what I think it is with Boots? I think the times that he's gotten hit, it hasn't been by particularly a big puncher, but he has taken some shots. I think Boots' chin is a little better than what people have seen so far. Like if you ever watch, he roll and take some of the sting off them shots, but I seen Boots get cracked a little bit, but he ain't, you know, not to the degree where he's hurt. So, you know, it still remains to be seen what's going to happen, but I think he's going to stand tall when he get hit flush. 100 on Bay versus Farmer. You think Farmer can pull it out? Yeah, I do, God body. I do. I absolutely think Tavin Farmer is going to win this fight. Going to win that fight. I think he's going to beat Mickey Bay. Mickey Bay, just too much inactivity, more so than age, because he's a what is he? Mickey Bay about 37, but he's like he took good care of himself, so he's not so much old. It's not the age that I'm worried about. It's the inactivity for me in the ring rust. 18-0, 18, he can be legit, and he 24. Yeah. Yeah, man. Somebody gonna test that 100% KO ratio. That's what I'm looking for on boxrankings.com. I mean, standing in the pocket and exchanging shots. Yeah, I think Boots' athleticism, man, he just able to do so much more. Like he's more creative on the offensive end. Now, don't get me wrong, Vergil can do pretty much everything offensively, but I feel like Boots can do all that, but at a higher level, because he's so much more athletically gifted than Vergil Ortiz. Yeah, 19-0. Yeah, 19 knockouts. Yeah. Get that boy Thurman and Vergil. Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. And Thurman in that mix too, man. Like something got to shake. Somebody got to fight. Like what's really next for Vergil? And again, I don't think it's Crawford and Spence, obviously. So you still got Conor Ben. You got Vergil Ortiz. I mean, I said Vergil Ortiz. You got Conor Ben, Boots Ennis, And Keith Thurman floating around, man. All them dudes need to fight each other. Delorme got a good shot on Boots right before the knockdown. He did, bro. He did. And so did I think it was Lipinets that landed some solid shots on Boots, but them he just walked through them shits. He made them look like nothing. He really made them things look like nothing. Somebody's it's got to go. Carl, you tired of this O? You feel like they protecting this O? I feel like that's how they be trying to push their fighters, though. They try to get them as many wins. That's what be wrong with the fighters of today and the teams. They try to get their fighters as many wins before putting them in there with somebody that could really challenge them. And I think sometimes that be stagnating these fighters' growth. Then when you finally see them get put in a situation where they got to battle back from some adversity, they end up folding or taking a real bad loss, and then it changed the outcome of their damn career. Yeah, they gotta get rid of them O's, Carl. I'm with you, bro. They gotta get rid of them damn O's. Somebody's O has got to go. And anybody baby in they O, they gotta get their ass in the ring and fight. You know what I'm saying? Simply put, get in there and fight. Conor versus Ortiz and Bruce versus Stanionis. That's perfect. That's perfect for me. That's perfect. And being that Conor Ben just did that live where he pulled over in his car to the side to do that live, and two names he mentioned was Boot, Jerron Ennis, and Vergil Ortiz. I say, man, why not? Why not get Boot Stanionis right now? Vergil ain't take no real punishment from Mckinson. Ain't no reason why them two fights both can't happen. And then if you really want to go, the winner of the two fight the winner. So Boot's gonna stop Stanionis. I'm not even gonna play around with that. Conor Ben and Ortiz is a more even fight than Boots and Stanionis is for me. So I say the winner, if they could make these fights, the winner of Conor Ben and Ortiz versus Boots, because he ain't losing to no Stanionis. Sorry, that's not the guy to beat Boots Ennis. He gets the Ugas fight. I'd rather see him fight Stanionis. Somebody younger, fresher, with more left on the tire, undefeated. He ain't lost yet. A little tough in there. I think he could take Boots some rounds. Ugas at 47. I'm a little wary, like when I see a guy get damaged that much in a fight. Now, I'm not saying he ain't gonna come back, but we got to see how life after surviving Spence actually is for him. I ain't even trying to be funny. Like, I want to see if he mentally the same fighter. If he is, then you know what I mean, throw him right back in the mix. But man, I feel like, just think of it this way, Kurt. Look at the type of beating that he took from a guy with 17 months out the ring at EJ, right? And just think about a Jerron Ennis who's 24 years old. It'd be 25 soon enough. But he's 24-year-old. All he do is train, work out, train other fighters, go in there, beat your ass, and go back to training, take his little rest and get back. Those type of fights back to back, Ugas must be trying to retire if he want to fight Boots Ennis after fighting, Earl Spence. That shit would be all bad for him. It'd be very bad for him. Yeah, so 2 KOs, Fate. That's why I was saying, like, and that's no disrespect to Mckinson. Right from the rip, he was fooled. He was putting there his food. Boy, you had 2 KOs. You was not going to do nothing with that man with 2 KOs. Even if you had more KOs, you probably wouldn't still beat him. But nah, that's what I'm saying, bro. That shit, wow, yo, he was fooled from the very second they scheduled that fight. When they doubled back and made that fight again, he was fooled. A knockout was like imminent. It was coming. It was inevitable. It was nothing he was gonna be able to do to avoid getting knocked out by Vergil Ortiz. But you know what? I will say this about Vergil. He need to learn to cut the ring more. Cause I know y'all seen it. It was a moment in the fight. I'm trying to think. Did he knock Mckinson down with that body shot at the time? Whatever it was a point. Remember, Mckinson was moving for the rest of the round. it was like some seconds left, but it was enough of them for him to keep, he had to, navigate a little bit, move. And did y'all see the frustration on Vergil Ortiz's face as he followed him around the ring? That's one of his weaknesses, yo. He's not good. His feet are not that good, man. He don't cut the ring off that well. He's not disciplined in that area. That's somewhere that's an advantage. You could take advantage of him in that area, man. Vergil Ortiz was following Mckinson around the ring. And if you ask me, if he was cutting the ring off better and more and earlier, the fight wouldn't have went 9 rounds. Because truth be told, Mckinson was fighting back, but he didn't really have no sting on his punches. And you can't do nothing if you're not hurting nobody. You can't do shit. Yeah, Boots will end him. Kurt, end him. I think Ugas was looking for career resume type fights. I think it's Thurman for Ugas next. I watched that too. Ugas still healing up though. And again, that's a safer bet with Ugas than a young dog right now, because Keith Thurman physically is not the same guy. We all seen that. If he was, or if he was closer to being the same guy that he used to be, he would have stopped Mario Barrios. Just think about how many times he was able to hit him, how often he was able to hit him, and he hurt him at least 2-3 times in that fight. So he wasn't able to stop him. I say Ugas would be a good test to see what Thurman got left and what Ugas got left too. Conor Ben versus Barrios, Boots versus Ugas, Ortiz versus Thurman. Conor, God body, you try to get Barrios beat up. Conor Ben gonna beat him up. I think it'd be too much for Barrios. Yo. I don't like his frame at 47. I don't like Barrios' frame at 47. Boots and Ugas might really retire after that, if it gotta be. And then Ortiz and Thurman. That's a good fight, man. That's a good fight. It's a dangerous fight for Keith Thurman, though. All these, because Ortiz go to the body very well. He might be the first one to drop Keith Thurman with a body shot. Don't talk AB about Devin Haney, because he had double-digit KOs. That's what I'm saying. Fate, they be killing Dev Haney, but this man got 21 wins with 2 KOs, bro. Can't crack an egg, man. Vergil was just playing with his food, bro. Yeah, but at that top level, Carl, you can't play with your food. Mama should have told him not to play with his food. He should have been taught that as a kid. See, Boots, no. Boots don't play with his food. You don't belong in there. He getting you up out of there. Ugas versus Thurman, that would be a good scrap. Yeah, I mean, more people talk about it and actually push for that and show some interest in it. They probably start talking about it. But I think the only reason Ugas' name ain't been thrown in a bunch of hats is because he obviously healing up still. He looked nice and held up the last time I seen him. Got a feeling Conor Ben or Boots will be next. Vergil, in my opinion. For Vergil, hey, man, I'm with it. I want to see anybody that got a O behind their name and is willing to get in the ring with Jerron Boots and it's got my respect right off the bat. Ugas versus Thurman would be hard to make. Wouldn't be hard to make. Nah, it wouldn't be. And Ugas gonna do a bunch of BS to make fights. He say he gonna fight you, he'll fight you. 22 wins, facts, with two knock. That's scary, man. Get yourself killed at the top level. Mckinson can box, though. I'll give him that. He should have moved more. Even if he had to make it like on some Lara type stuff, he should have been willing to do that, because he was too willing to engage with a guy that hit twice as hard as him, if not 3 times as hard as him. You get what I'm saying? He was just too willing to engage. And although I respect his heart, it just wasn't going to get him a victory in that instance. You wasn't going to beat Vergil Ortiz out dogging him. When you don't hit, you just don't have the punching power to do so. He was training Salad like a month ago, 2 ago. He's still healing. Yeah, I know he probably mentally from that ass whooping too. Hey, bro, I give Mckinson credit, bro. He's got a solid chin. Yeah, he definitely got a solid chin. He got heart too. The game plan, he got too much heart for his own good, because again, when you that willing to engage with a power puncher, you just putting yourself in position to get hurt. And bad. It's hard cutting off the ring with a high guard. Can't see shit until you want to swing. Yeah, man. That's why I said Verge better switch that shit up. That high guard gonna get him knocked out. I'm telling you, Boots will eat that alive. Boots Ennis will eat that alive. And another thing, Vergil Ortiz, change the speed up on your punches. Change the variation up on them punches, man. Everything don't got to be a home run. He be swinging for the fences. Look, credit to him that he be in good shape and he be working out, man, because if he had a questionable gas tank, he'd be in trouble. With the way he fought, Vergil Ortiz, he put so much into his shots, man. Nah, he held in there, though. Yeah, he did. And then you see a couple times, Mckinson made him miss big, like straight duck right up under Vergil Ortiz because he swinging them hard-ass shots, man. Yeah, he was nervous at first. Mckinson ain't want to get clipped until he felt the power a little bit, then he calmed down. He said it took him a while. You could see it in his body language. He was jittery as hell at first. Then once he settled down, you could see how much his energy has changed. It was more relaxed. You could see his eyes was clear. He was focused on the target. And he actually had some decent moments. But again, when your punches are just not affecting the other guy and on the other side of you, it's just it's a matter of time before he catch up to you. You pissing blood for a week now, bro, for sure. Them body shots, especially that last one. That last one, boy, he was gasping for air. That last one was bad, man. That boy couldn't breathe no more. Boots still in negotiations. Thurman or Stanionis in November, I think. Next on the telecast of Garcia Benavidez. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm with that. I'm with that. Thurman, I just got this sneaky suspicion that Thurman ain't willing to get in there with Boots Ennis. But I think Stanionis will. I think he will. I think he will get in there. I think Keith Thurman, he know better, man. Keith Thurman ain't ready to retire yet, so don't expect him to get in there with Boots. I heard this morning Mckinson had a broken rib. See? Yeah, yo, I'm telling you that last one, yo, I'm telling you, look, if y'all go watch the replay, I think it was the last time he put him down, or the beginning of the ninth. That knife when he dropped him straight out the beginning of the round. Look at his face when he was on the ground. He looked like he was really gasping for air. Like he wasn't good after that. He was not good. That shit looked like he was hurting bad. Salute to all my family in the building. Y'all smash the like button. If y'all ain't part of the family, y'all subscribe. Come join the family. We gonna rock out. Vergil body work was good, but he has to throw the body shots from a distance. Couldn't throw them when Mckinson was in his chest. Facts. Just the bad thing about it, it's bad whenever you in somebody's chest, you killing the wrong people. The bad thing about it, as much as Mckinson wanted to be in his chest, he just didn't have the firepower to be able to do anything when he was there. You get what I'm saying? He just could not do anything with him. Like that shit is it's dangerous when you in there with a guy. Like I'm really convinced that Mckinson could have thrown his absolute best, hardest shots and landed them. And he probably did land the hardest punches he could throw. Them things just did not do anything to Vergil Ortiz, man. You cannot do nothing with a guy that you can't hurt. You know what I'm saying? Unless you just some type of masterclass boxer and you just gonna outbox the life out of him. Like other than that, and that's rare. That's a rare occasion. So he was just on borrowed time, yo. He just don't have the firepower to keep Vergil Ortiz honest, and it was a matter of time. And luckily for him, Vergil Ortiz still need to learn how to cut the ring off more consistently, because when he was moving in that little sequence, Vergil, he kind of dropped his hands or threw his hands up. He did some kind of motion like he wanted Mckinson to stop moving. That was his ticket right there. Movement is Vergil Ortiz Achilles heel. If you're able to move and you can box with that movement though, but you gotta have some on your punches too. You gotta give him something to think about. Yeah, he was forcing it at first. He was a little too eager. He needed to settle down. And I'll blame some of that to him being out the ring, wanting to be impressive. Now I mean, a little ring rust. G5, my bro. What's good with it, Fire? What's good with you, Brody? Appreciate you for stopping through. What kind of fish? That's catfish. Ortiz right after went to play his guitar. He a musician. Facts, bro. I seen some of them pictures on his IG when I was looking for a thumbnail and shit. I seen him playing that guitar. beat McKinson ass and went home and played the guitar. I'm saying McKinson, man, salute to him for he tried. Credit to him, man. He tried, man. His ass just ain't got no power, bro. That's just scary. That's just scary when you in there with a grown man punching like that and you can't hurt him. His best bet was to box and move, and his willingness to engage was going to get him hurt eventually anyway. Everybody ain't playing with you, and Vergil Ortiz ain't playing. That's what I'm saying. He was clipping Vergil Ortiz, yo. He was clipping him. He was catching him. Good shots, too, and that's what happened when you have heart. You're able to have success and last longer just because your willingness to fight. So it wasn't just Vergil Ortiz's lack of ability to cut the ring that allowed Mckinson to survive. It was also McKinson's willingness to fight and actually try to win. I mean, I believe that at some point he realized he was outgunned, but he still tried and he ain't quit. That fate, man. That Blair Cobbs comeback was I know you laughing. That was your favorite fighter. How you feel about your favorite fighter coming back, getting that win? Dropping Maurice Hooker 3 times like that, man. What y'all think about that, man? Blair the Flair, the most exciting man in boxing, is back, bro. Know y'all excited, man. You know what I'm saying? But y'all all ain't got to type at the same time. I know y'all excited to see that man back in the ring, man. I know. Blair got up in there and beat the hell out of Mo Hooker out of shape ass. Then you got Terrence Crawford. You got Bug talking about how hard Hooker was working in the gym. And that boy got in there 3 pounds overweight. He bought, what he was working out on. Better get him knocked out if they feed him to Vergil. Yeah, Vergil gonna punish Blair Cobbs. See how his face looked after that fight? Fighting Hooker, man. Eye was cut. Other eye was swollen. But it still was a good fight because anytime you see 2 grown men over 30 with straight backs, it's definitely about to be a good fight. Them dudes don't care about nothing. Any man that just decided to straight back their hair at over 30 is coming to fight. Better believe it. That's how I knew Blair was going to fight. I was looking close. I'm like, yo, what's that? I'm like, Blair Cobb got straight backs and them bitches dry as hell. I'm like, yeah. And Maurice Hooker got them dry ass, stiff ass braids. Anybody with stiff, straight back braids over 30 is going to usually come to fight. That's what I thought Hooker was going to come. And at some point, he did do better a little bit down the stretch. Anytime you get 2 grown men over 30 with straight backs that's dry, look like they don't oil their hair, they just braid it. I'm telling you, yo, you bound to get a decent fight, a decent scrap, man. I'm trying to tell y'all. Hooker flat foot looked terrible. Yeah, facts, bro. Flat foot, he looked slow. He didn't age good, if we being honest. Mo Hooker, he looked a lot older than he did. He looked a lot older than what he is last night. I've seen better performances from younger fighters. I mean, from older fighters. Like, you know what I mean? And I don't know. And again, I think I heard he had a death in the family or something like that. Something crazy, like, you know what I mean? Some type of personal situation. Maybe that affected and hindered his performance some. Maybe that was on him. Maybe that was on his mind. Maybe that affected his training. You know what I'm saying? You know what it was, but it just wasn't a good showing. And it's like, it's crazy because after all that, he only got 3 losses. He just got them 3 ugly draws on his resume too, though. He got knocked down once in round 1 and twice in round 2. And he only 33. He's not super old, but he look old. He aged. Mo Hooker aged, man. He aging in dog years or something. All that lunging in got Blair head knotted up. Yeah, facts. That jumping in, that gets him knocked out against any quality dog. He just was in there against the right opponent, but it still nonetheless was a solid performance. He was mentally locked in and engaged. Blair Cobbs did his thing last night. Blair Cobbs. Yeah, man, that hair was pissing me off. Them straight backs, bro. Them dry ass straight backs and they over 30. Hell yeah, they was coming to fight. But them shits, they don't care about life. With them damn straight backs. And they both had like bandanas or something going on. Like, yeah, it's definitely, I knew it was going to be a good fight. Oscar would put Cobb in there with Vergil. That would be the end. Oscar only going to do that if Blair do some bullshit, Oscar would do that. Because that's a body. You only do that if you want to body Blair Cobb. Had Ortiz versus Cobb. Shit. Blair Cobb got knocked the fuck out by Vergil Ortiz. I'm telling you. If Blair Cobb ain't talk so much, Alexis Rocha probably wouldn't even beat him up like that. He talked himself into that ass whooping. He was talking too much. He was Blair Cobb was talking too much. Alexis Rocha wasn't too fond of all that jibber jabber. Boxing Nerd 101, salute, bro. Appreciate you sliding through. Blair looked horrible yesterday. Everywhere, very on like on a serious note, I mean, for the opponent that he had in front of him, he did good, but as far as how he looked, I think Blair Cobb's style is ugly, period. If I never said that, I don't think he ain't got the most appealing boxing style to me anyway. I don't like irky jerky fighters. And that's what he is for me. He can move. His movement gave Hooker fits, but any type of movement gonna give Hooker fits because he's slow. He's slow-footed and he's not athletic. He like a tall, long-arm robot that don't use his height. Best prospect of the year, Blair Cobbs, right? Who's never focused. Yeah, Rocha was pissed off. Rocha was thinking about all that shit he was talking. With every punch. Because then, look, Rocha turned around. He looked better against Blair Cobb than he did in his last fight. His last fight, he looked bored. Alexis Rocha. I ain't like his last performance. We talking about Crawford, Spence, and Boots. You talking about who Blair? He gonna get himself killed, man. Getting body punched the referee last night. Facts, right? They made his ass. They probably made his ass sign a waiver. Referee said, "You punch me in my stomach, I'll get half your purse." But trainer Hooker did F all really. And if that person issue he should have pulled out. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that too. That too. That's just me speculating. I don't want to put that on him because he ain't say it, but I heard somebody did bring that up, like a death in the family or something, or somebody close lost a close one or something like that, something to that degree. But yeah, but you know, fighters be stubborn. They don't be wanting to pull out. How do you think Vergil and Boots go? I think Vergil and Boots is a good fight. I think Vergil definitely gonna fight back. He damn sure ain't gonna lay down. So we're gonna see Boots go more rounds than I think he went in quite some time. But I think ultimately that high guard gets penetrated and Boots end up stopping Vergil. I think Vergil will have too much heart for his own good. And his lack of creativity on the defensive end and his his willingness to engage and want to throw every punch hard. I think an athletic fighter with great timing like Boots and that type of skill set, I think it'd be all wrong. I think that'd be a matchup nightmare for Vergil Ortiz. I think he'd be able to compete, but I think Boots outdo him at every facet. I really do. And I like Vergil Ortiz. I just think it's levels. And I think they know that. And again, not even to get all into it. Anytime anybody from you or your team say something about 48 months to get the fight somebody, you already know what time it is. That's bogus. So EJ Insta Story 9. Love Vergil jab, but I want more feints and probably not just high guard. Yeah, definitely good jab. Real good jab. He could definitely do more feints because when he did do it, he was successful. I did peep that. I'm glad you brought up feints. That was something that I did like that Vergil was doing that was working. He just didn't do a whole lot of it because he probably realized he already had his man right where he wanted him. But yeah, and that high guard, that's just something he do. Like that his lack of creativity defensively going to probably cause him some problems at the top level. Where Rashidi Atlas fits in this next for Vergil. Hey man. That's a real fight. That's another real fight. Speedy Rashidi being back in that welterweight picture makes boxing that much more exciting. Ash, salute, Queen. Appreciate you for stopping through. Y'all subscribe to the Queen Ashley's Corner if y'all haven't. I got you, my Brody. I got you. That's right. Call injury person to pull out. Yeah, I get you. Because y'all just don't want to hear the excuses when he don't win. But again, just so we not confused, I don't want to put that on Hooker. I'm just assuming that because people are human. And I just give y'all a flip side. Like, I get y'all looking at it like, yo, just pull out if anything wrong. He looking at it like, yo, I still got to fight. I still got to feed my family. And I still got to put on a show for the fans. One thing you do know, Mo Hooker do try to put on a fight for the fans for sure. Win, lose, or draw. Brody, what's good with you?
What's good, man?
What's happening?
Hey, I don't know if you. I just got back. I don't know if you talked about it, but did you talk about Bomac performance? I know we talked about. I know a lot of people talk about Mo Hooker and how he looked and everything.
Hey, bro, I mentioned it for a second, so I'm glad you're in the building because I did ask. I said, like, what does this say about Bomac as a trainer? I tried to ask that as a fair question, so I don't persuade somebody to say something about him. I'm just throwing it out there. What does that say about him as a trainer? Because he didn't really win much of any rounds. I think what he might have won, round or two.
Now let's really dissect it, bro.
Yeah, talk about it.
He lost. Bomac lost Mo that fight before Mo even got in the ring.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
If you go be off that long, you at least got to come in good physical shape. That's the first thing in giving yourself a chance to return to any sport. Being in good physical shape first.
Mm-hmm.
Trainer, right? Of course, it's Mo Hooker fault because he a grown man and he make his own decisions. But when you get rich, you tend to make decisions that you want to make, not necessarily what you have to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
exactly.
When you get rich, you pay people to keep you in line, basically. You pay people to keep you in line.
That's a fact.
So as your trainer, he was paying Bomac to train him to keep him in line. If you don't want to do something, your trainer is there to push you to do it. Bomac failed that man before he even got to the ring. First of all, this is how I know it was a training issue. He had no legs from the jump. He had no legs under him. Didn't have no legs. He was getting hit. He wasn't getting hurt or buzzed because he was looking right at him. He was getting his legs knocked off balance. You know what I mean? He was getting knocked off his pins. You know what I mean? It wasn't that he was just he got no chin or nothing like that because that man didn't get he haven't been knocked out yet. He been TKO'd. Never been knocked out. You know what I mean? So it like that he was, just out there getting knocked out. It's more so the fact that he didn't give himself. Bomac didn't prepare him physically for that fight. And not only did he not prepare him physically for that fight, he let him down tactically in that fight as well because the game plan got him knocked out, got him knocked down the first round.
Facts. Twice.
Got knocked down in the first once, second twice, first twice, second once, some shit like that.
Yeah, twice in the first and once in the second. Boxing there was good, bro.
We got him knocked down. Bro, that's Bomac fault, bro. That was Bomac loss. That man never had a chance, bro. His knees was weak, as his legs was weak. Like he hadn't been in the ring. Like he hadn't done nothing That's what I look like when I go play basketball after I sit down for like 3 months. That's what I look like. Your legs gone, can't move or nothing like that. It ain't. Bomac didn't do his job, so I don't think that Mo I don't think that Mo Hooker is done. I don't think he done. I don't think he gave himself a chance to prove whether he was done yesterday.
Yeah.
So I need to get a real trainer. Maybe he could go. Maybe he could go train with Bud, not Bomac. Maybe he can go train with Bud. Bud did better in his corner than Bomac did. You know what I mean? So maybe he can go train with Bud or get him a new trainer and try it again. Because I don't think that performance last night tell us anything about Mo Hooker.
Yeah, and that's the question they're asking. Is he done? And I'll say, for me, just to be fair, I need to see Mo Hooker in shape how he's supposed to be in shape before I say he's done. I need to see what a performance from him when he's in shape, the shape he's supposed to be in will look like before I say he's done. The easy, quick answer is yeah, but just to try to be fair to him, you get in there. I always feel like you're behind the 8 ball, and I always, I go off the strike system, and he left some boxes, like he didn't check some of these boxes, man. He wasn't physically in shape. I think he was saying the right stuff, but the way he dismissed missing the weight, I didn't like that either. It just wasn't no accountability. Like, it's boxing. Shit happens. Like, I ain't like that, but I would like to see him in shape to really see what he got to offer left in boxing.
Yeah, me too, bro. Cause I don't think like last night wasn't a good enough.
Ash.
I'll go ahead.
No, I was talking to Ash. James, salute, bro.
Can I chime in?
What's good? My bad, bro. You could go ahead.
What's going on? Glad to be on your panel. Respects. Let me just say from this perspective. I would say it's on both of them, but you have to think of it this way. We know a couple of emotional boxers in boxing. You can think of Jermell Charlo, for example. And we've seen on multiple occasions where he's told the media he wasn't listening to his trainer because he was like too emotionally invested in the fight. So when you're emotional, you're not going to get good instructions. Not to say Bomac was giving him good instructions, but sometimes
I was just about to say that, Big Homie.
Really?
Did you hear what Bomac told him though?
Yeah,
he told him this was after the first round, bro. Like we all know our shit in here, right? So how many times, right, after the first round have you ever heard of trainer? How many times after the first round have you ever heard a trainer tell a boxer you got to do something different? After the first round, bro? That means your game plan was shit. I mean, you had a bad game plan. You had to change it after one round.
And did he tell him what to do different, or did he?
No, he didn't. Bro, just do you in my head? No, he didn't tell him what to do. He said, you got to do something different. You got to fight this motherfucker. You got to stop that boxing shit. Bro, it's the second round. What you mean he got to stop that boxing shit? What trainer trains a guy? 6 weeks, 3 months, however you 90 days, 6 weeks, however you do it, right? What trainer trains a guy and then aborts the game plan after one round?
Yeah.
Too much in your game plan, bro.
Yeah.
Leaving your game plan from the jump, or you didn't have one.
We also have to give credit to Blair as well. He was just an awkward fighter. He wasn't using his jab at all. He was lunging in with the left hand and then coming back around with the right hook. It was just something different, So I would think I had a lot, and he was much faster than Maurice. Maurice was a lot slower. It didn't seem like Maurice was doing his runs in the gym.
Forehand. That's why I'm blaming both, bro. There's a lot of reasons why I'm blaming both.
Yeah, man. So like, it was. It's hard. It's tough with this one because you want to put it on the trainer, but you also want to put it on the fighter. So
it's on both of them.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe I'm slow, fellas, but what do we mean when he say you gotta stop that boxing shit? Like I just want to know. Like I really ain't got the answer.
I couldn't tell you that.
What the hell do that even mean, Bomac? Do Bomac know they got trainer tracks and shit and recordings and people was hearing them that night or what?
I can tell you what I think he meant. I think he meant like you gotta like basically Bomac told him what you tell your homie, bro, when he fighting on the street, bro. You better hit that nigga. That's basically what he told him. Man, you better whoop that nigga. Like, you don't tell him what to do or nothing. He just said,
Just
make it a dog fight.
Yeah.
But as a boxing trainer, that's not enough. You gotta tell at least fake like move your head, bro. Throw the jab, move your feet, cut the ring off.
More tactical advice.
Right? Yeah, you know what I'm saying, like, bro. Like he ain't.
Yeah, facts. God body. That's what he said. His legs was done up from the rip. His shit was finished.
And that's Bomac fault.
In there. Yeah.
Physically, that's Bomac fault.
But Bud Crawford talking about how hard he was working in the gym, and this dude 3 pounds overweight. Man, knock it off, Bud. Y'all out here lying to this dude.
I'm not giving Bomac full blame, homie, but
yeah,
but anytime you go into a fight and you not physically ready, that's a training camp issue. Your trainer leads the training camp, so you know what I mean. So that's a training camp issue, which is what your trainer.
Besides Derrick James,
and then the game plan, like Bud actually did make adjustments. Bomac didn't make no adjustments for that brother. Bud made adjustments for that brother. You know what I mean?
So I have a question for you now. Would you consider, let's say, Eddie Reynoso and Bomac just good trainers, but have generational talents on them?
Bingo.
As Terrence Crawford and Canelo.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Derrick James is creating generational talents because Jermell wasn't having knockouts the way he does and sitting down on his punches. He was primarily a boxer before he got Derrick James. Now he's a boxer puncher.
A lot of people don't know that. I know you know your shit because a lot of people don't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, of course. Man, you can't be having these debates and not know your stuff, man. Come on now. Like, he's one of the deadliest.
Be surprised, homie. You'll be surprised.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like, I see on these.
Make a good point, Ash. She said Bomac wasn't his real trainer. He was smiling and shit before the fight, like he was doing Hooker a favor or some shit.
Exactly.
Bomac had been drinking. Yeah, that's not good.
Bomac, a couple fights. Bomac got this attitude about like he trying to act like he only care about Bud. And nigga, you don't be coaching Bud either. Bud be coaching himself. I really believe that Bud be getting these niggas ready. Been getting these niggas ready all this time, bro. I really do.
You might not be wrong, brother.
I'm telling you, yo. I'm telling you.
I just want Bomac to get in better shape. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
That's one of the biggest problems too.
In better shape.
You just took the thought out of my head. I was about to say, how are you really training these fighters when you just not even in any type of shape?
I love Bomac.
Bud been training them fighters. Fuck it.
Yeah, man. So what does this say? So what does this say anything about Bomac as a trainer? And this is it's just conversational purposes. I don't dislike Bomac. I just think I heard some personal things come out his mouth over the years. So the time comes when it's time to critique you, and you are the trainer. I ain't seen much adjustments. And from what I'm hearing, you told that man to stop boxing after one round. Stop that boxing shit after one.
Stop boxing after the first round, bro. I said it's not time for that, bro, man. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, right. Ash ain't doing shit in that corner. He just taking up space at this point.
Space and money.
Just getting
I feel like
that's what he's getting. He's getting a paycheck. He don't give a damn about
that
nothing.
Good, Brody.
I don't know how good of a trainer or how bad of a trainer he really is, if you can call him that, because I can't call him that. Someone else is pulling the strings. Maybe the lower Asian / Latino guy that's been around lately. I don't know what's going on with him, but Mo Hooker is done. He was done in this fight because he's been done. And he was done by having Bomac in the goddamn first place. This guy is the new generation of Freddie fucking Roach. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Blair Cobb, yo. Blair Cobb, come on. Blair Cobb just got his ass beat. And he come back and beat this guy ass. Listen, man, the reason why they put this fight together because they knew that Mo Ho was so done that even a fucking Blair No Flair Cobb can beat him. Come on, it's called matchmaking, people. They knew exactly what was going on. T, you was right about your goddamn pick. You knew just like they did. You already knew Mo was done. And everybody else, they put their money on Blair the Flair. But you know y'all ain't put y'all money on Blair the Flair because y'all really think he's that goddamn good. You put your money on Blair the Flair because you know Mo is just that goddamn done. He done like an over-tusted bun. Can't even take a bite in it. He's still Gotta bury the guy, man. He's done, man. I don't want to see that cat get back in the ring anymore. I don't even think a new trainer, a better atmosphere would do anything for him, man. I think it's an inner thing with him. And after he took that first ass whipping, the dude never bounced back. He been a shell of himself ever since that first loss. He hasn't been right. He lost a couple of joints, man.
Derek James, shit.
Yeah, no. To be fair, he has fought 2 killers before. He fought Vergil Ortiz and Jose Ramirez, and they took his chin bad.
And that's why you wouldn't. That's why you wouldn't think, right? A guy like fucking Blair Cobbs would be able to beat him.
Yeah, exactly. Dropped him 3 times. What the hell is that, man? He's not a power puncher like that.
Yeah, Rolly would beat him right now. He too stiff, yo. He not athletic, and he didn't age well. Even though he's 33, he fight like he's 40. Mo Hooker. No disrespect to him. He just not athletic. He's very stiff and
he was slow yesterday.
Very slow. Like, and I've never seen a dude with that type of frame and stature be
Cunningham, we talk sports. I bet you do.
Nah, yeah. Kevin Cunningham is another one. Barry Hunter is a good trainer. I like Barry Hunter.
Mm-hmm. So can we all say that if Derek James doesn't win Coach of the Year, we riot, right? We're gonna riot.
Yeah, they acting crazy if they don't.
At this point, bro. At this point, we got to.
Cunningham is Erickson Lubin trainer.
Oh yeah, he is.
Kevin Cunningham. Talk.
I don't think Lubin was. He was probably too dinged up to listen. Honestly,
I think he got wrapped up in the bravado of it, like of the sport, like and trying to prove that I could outmuscle this young dude, and he didn't have to do that. I swear on everything. I truly believe, and this is not me just being a fan of Lubin. I truly believe he walked in there the better boxer, but he left the ring not showing that. You fought him too much when you should have boxed. You did way too much fighting.
Do you guys see the first round though? How good it looked? I was just like, this is how the rest of the fight is gonna look. And then the second round came, he started banging it. I was like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you? And they got caught. And I was like, okay.
Honestly, Monica, I don't think no trainer is gonna help Crawford beat Spence. I think if Crawford gonna beat Spence, it's just gonna be. I ain't gonna say the trainer ain't gonna matter, but I think
he'll help Crawford beat Spence.
It's gonna really be on him. I don't think it's nothing nobody gonna tell him.
Yeah. Who do you guys have in that fight? I
lean towards Spence in the fight because I feel like his mentality, man. Crawford, man, he has a mentality of a fighter. His skill,
he gonna need Calvin Floyd.
If that makes sense, I never even said that, but he got the mentality of a fighter, but the mentality of a fighter, but his skill set, the skill set of a boxer. Yeah. So you see what I'm saying? So it probably serves him best to try to box in that fight. And I just feel like once he get punched good enough or cracked, he gonna want to fight.
He's gonna get angry. Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. And that's what worries me because I think Crawford is gonna win. Just based off of his skill set and the different angles he could give Spence that might confuse him. But I feel like that's his biggest. That can be his biggest weapon and his biggest weakness.
At the same time.
With Errol Spence, it could be his biggest weakness because Errol Spence is known to like have volume punching, but I don't think he sits down on all his punches. And I feel like he's gonna really sit down with Crawford just because of the history that they have and the beef. And I mean, I don't know if it's really the beef; it's more like fan bases. With just everything that's coming with the fight for sure. So
the meaning on the line, it means so much.
I tell you that.
Yeah, no, without a doubt. There's no way he didn't. Look at Ugas's face. It was for a month straight. He was swollen up like a balloon. Like he was really.
If he was in the arena, it sounded like gunshots.
Good point, bro. We talked.
Yeah, man. No, I felt bad for Ugas. I don't know why he was just standing there though. That's ridiculous.
He was hurting, man. He was hurting.
Yeah, man. Like I understand he's a plotter, but like he can't be a plotter with.
I think his will got broke at the moment where he just elected to stand there and fight. Because I think at that point the pressure just mounted up. Because anytime you're able to make somebody do something that's not in the best interest of them in the ring, That's a advantage for the other fighters. So he forced them to do something that didn't make sense. That's why so many people question, like, why? I think that pressure really just mounted up. And the way I look at it, it happened in, like, stages. It's like at one point he was trying to fight him off. And then the next point, he was physically pushing this dude and trying to keep him off. And then I think after that, he was just like, you know what? Let me see if I could just stop.
What's funny is one of the times he pushed the guys, people thought he hurt. One of the times he pushed Spence, people thought he hurt Spence because the awkward way Spence went back. Yeah. He was just resetting, But it was funny. Yeah. They were just looking for anything. Right. Oh, he hurt him. No, he pushed him.
Yeah, he pushed him. Earl Spence took a step back. And then he went back forward.
And then he went on Twitter and said, "Oh, I heard the ref said stop, but I punched anyway." I was like, "What are you saying that for?"
You know why that's dope?
Hey, homie, say that again, homie. Say that again.
No, he said he went on Twitter. Everybody can go on Twitter and said
people were saying that Earl Spence had a brain lapse. He had a lapse. Now Earl Spence followed the instructions in the ring.
Yeah. So I kept saying that. I'm glad Ugas came out and said that, because I was saying that and I was just guessing. I was like, I don't know, but my thoughts is, I bet you at some point he heard that referee say stop, and because he didn't try to follow up with additional shots. That's why he didn't throw more shots. You assholes, y'all wanted him to do some bullshit. Is what y'all wanted. Y'all wanted anything to see that man hurt.
No, to be real, I want Spence to get his mouth guard realigned really, really badly, because this is like the third time it's happened. It happened in the Chris Van Heerden fight, it happened in the Danny Garcia fight, and it happened in the Ugas fight. I don't want that to happen with Crawford.
Earl one of the few people who don't get his mouthpiece molded. He's still old school. He still gets the done that you just pop in.
Oh, I hope he fixes that, man.
He said he gonna start getting it molded. He said he gonna get it molded from her forward.
Because I don't want it to fall out in the Crawford fight, and then Crawford catch him with something silly, and that's the end of the fight.
He not gonna look down. He looked down because the dude said stop. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Yeah. The ref said it twice too, and then
I thought it was just once.
Yeah.
Okay.
He said stop. He said stop. Earl looked over. Then Earl looked over. He said stop. Then Earl moved. The Ugas let them motherfuckers go after the second time. Oh, man. As soon as he said stop, Earl looked down.
Put them in the dirt. I say this, guy body. Listen, the worst thing for any champion at the age that Spence and Bud are at is to be old and have to fight Boots. That's just being real. That's just being understanding boxing. So the longer he has to wait, the harder it will be for a potential champion if they're an older champion by the time he gets home. That definitely wouldn't be a good recipe.
just to ask you about Boots and Vergil. How do the other panelists think Vergil and Boots go?
Me, I think Vergil will be competitive. I think that it'll go more rounds than you've seen any of Boots' fights go, definitely as of lately. And I think it will go to the back half of the fight potentially, but I see Vergil stop at some point because he's not creative enough off defensively for me. And that high guard, I think Boots will eat him alive behind that tight high guard that he like to put up.
And the footwork too.
Yeah, the footwork. Vergil has problems with athletic fighters. I could see that already because Mckinson got some athleticism. He just ain't got no pop behind his punches. Being able to move like that, and Boots will have movement with a purpose, and his punches will do a lot more damage when he actually letting them go. So he got the exact kind of, I think, skill set that'd be all wrong for Vergil right now. To me, I don't mean Vergil can't have success, but the end result is going to be him getting knocked out. I think
they both get dropped. If I want to be honest with you,
it wouldn't be too crazy to believe because Vergil is really like that, and he clip you good enough. I don't care who you is. He look like his power is real enough to hurt whoever he fight. In any fight, that's a possibility that if he clip you, you're gonna be hurt. But I love to see it. I just think Boots is so much more athletic and skilled than him, like naturally. You get what I'm saying? I think Vergil would have to work more in there for things that Boots will be able to do naturally. And because of it, you will be able to see a separation in level. And I think Boots will end up, eventually getting him out of there. If not, he's gonna take a lot of punishment in them 12 rounds. I think.
No, without a doubt.
Fight where,
brothers. I'll be honest with you. I'm tired of talking about Spence and Crawford and not being around the corner just yet. I'm gonna tell you the truth, brothers. I'm so tired of talking about it. I want it to be happening now, man. It's like giving us a candy, and before we eat the candy, you take it away. That's how it feels, man. That's how it's feeling, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not
man.
about this shit either.
It's
frustrating, bro. For real, it's frustrating.
I hear you,
those definitely both winnable fights for Vergil, and it'd be respectable fights. You know what I mean? They'd be solid.
I want those fights for Boots too. Both
yeah, because for me, I want to see Boots in any of these fights that would
be
dangerous. Is because people, I still hear too many people when they speak of Boots' name, they say hype and Boots shouldn't even be in the same sentence at this point to me. And I don't think it's no hype train. I don't think it's no bandwagon. I don't think none of that when it comes to him. I just think you really got to be not emotional when you watch him fight. You can't just be somebody trying to look for something to complain about, because you're gonna keep running. You're gonna keep running into the same wall. Because when I ask you what is it that he can't do, and you can't tell me, you can't tell me nothing, then I just don't understand why you not seeing it too. I think he's special. I really do. And he lives the fighter's lifestyle. Most importantly, he lives the fighter's lifestyle. I think he got it all together, and it's going to be real hard to beat him. I ain't saying it's impossible at all. I'm not saying he's unbeatable, but these dudes right now, I think 147 is his. It's just a matter of time. I don't think none of them are going to beat him at 47. Maybe it's going to be somebody different, but none of these dudes I think that we talking about right now, and I ain't counting the two that got business to take care of, because I don't think they're going to fight him. Definitely not at 47, but anybody else? Nah, I don't see nothing right now beating him. They just can't do the same shit he could do, and he doing everything at a high level, and that shit just look a little different in there. And he be
you know what he is? He's one of those. He's the boxers we create on Fight Night. He's like that perfect boxer we create. He can do everything. That's what's unfair. It's not fair.
He get hit too much. I'm like, show me the fight where
he doesn't. That's such a lie, bro. If you're gonna go for a knockout, you're gonna get hit. That's what people don't understand.
Lipinets was busting his ass, but Lipinets just ain't having. Go watch that Lipinets fight.
I said that. I was saying to somebody.
Y'all know Lipinets the smallest dude that he faced, but he lasts the longest. Y'all realize that?
Yep.
I watched that Lipinets. Lipinets gave him everything he had. He just didn't have enough. You know what I mean?
As well as
I fuck with Lipinets. I fuck with Sergey. He
was rolling with the punches too. So
he was rolling with the punches, bro.
I was saying that earlier. That's what he do.
The thing is, I want to see a dude. I want to see him fight somebody that's able to land on him like Lipinets, but is naturally a welterweight. That's what I want to see. That's what I'm waiting for with Boots. I be the what you call it? I be the
judge of that.
Nah, I play devil's advocate. I want to see him.
Okay.
I want to see him fight somebody who could hit him like Sergey, but who is a natural welterweight. That's what I want. Respond when he have to bag up, but then again, I never seen a nigga make Errol Spence bag up either. And it's 30, he 32 at this point, 31. So it may never happen. You know what I mean? But I want to see, how he react when somebody hit him.
Butov, Boots is
when somebody hit him. And
I think it's like he do that shit at such a high rate, and that power is devastating when it start landing. He don't need a whole lot of punches to hurt you. That shit
nigga, stop it, bro. You giving Mean Machine too much credit now. That's what you doing. Nah, you gotta stop it, my nigga. Not even close. Not even close. Not close.
Oscar Sergey equals
far from close.
Oscar's just a strong dude to me. He could box a little bit, had a decent jab, but
trash, bro. He just got to your favorite fighter. That's all. That nigga trash, bro. He trash, bro. He just got to your favorite fighter because your favorite fighter knew he was trash and he was playing with him. That nigga trash, bro.
He did have some good timing. I'll say that, but he just didn't have enough dog.
What's his biggest win? What's his best win?
I would say David Venetian.
Bingo.
Maybe.
That's a prospect.
Yeah.
I mean, he's gatekeeper.
But here's the thing. If you push back a little bit, he's going to start wilting. Yeah. That's what I noticed with him.
Yeah, he folds.
Pushing back, he start folding.
Yeah, he folds. And I seen it in the you've seen it in the Crawford fight, and I that's kind of to be expected because I expect Crawford to be able to do that. But you know, even Vergil, he was able to bust Vergil up and hurt him early, pretty bad.
You hurt him a couple times actually.
Yeah,
later on in the fight too.
Out of that. That's when he showed me something. But see, that same shit that he showed me in that fight works for that level of fighter, I believe.
Yep.
Like when you're hurt, you just fight your way out of it. You could do that against that level of opponent, but Boots got you hurt like that, and you just think you're going to, man your way up out of it just by swinging, man. You're going to be asleep, man. Somebody going to be waking you up somewhere, man. That just ain't smart. So I like how he responded for the level of opponent in that situation, but I wouldn't like that kind of response the top level. I just would.
Just dude, to add to your point.
Salute, Queen. Appreciate you stopping through.
To add to your point, Justin, the uppercut is one of Boots' best punches too.
Man.
You see what I mean?
And his athleticism is scary, man. That dude. He's so comfortable in there. He switched like that so comfortably. I think his power is in both hands. You can't take your eye off either one. You can't focus too much on one. That's what That's what I notice about Boots. You don't gotta pick out a particular hand that he punch hard with because he coming with smoke with both.
Yep. And
show me. That's where I'm with it. Show me it.
Yeah.
Other than them other two, obviously, I'm talking about these people that's around that age bracket. All of them.
Sergey naturally 135. Two people. Yeah. People forget.
Exactly.
People forget that too. By the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Sergey and Mimi going at it. Man, they slug it out. They definitely slug it out.
In their prime, Sergey beat the fuck out of them, and y'all know it.
Yo, Sergey retired. I mean, really.
Big machine.
But Sergey retired.
He beat the fuck out of him.
He did?
Yeah, man. He called the quits right out. I mean, he got beat by Errol Spence before too. So that helped the retirement as well. If we're gonna be real, yo, when you fight Errol Spence, your career is never the same. Let's just be fair. He ended your career.
I was talking about Sergey.
Yeah, we was talking about Sergey.
He retired.
Yeah.
You talking about Lipinets?
No. Sergey Lipinets retired. Lamont Peterson.
Yeah.
But I'm saying
they both retired though. They both retired. But yeah.
Oh, Sergey retired for real?
He retired after Boots.
No way.
Yeah. He retired after Boots.
Oh man, I wanted to see him fight again.
Now he retired after the Boots fight.
Nah, but like I was saying, Errol Spence. After you fight Errol Spence, you're not the same.
I focus Sergey.
You don't be.
I like this, man.
Yeah, Lipinets was a real fighter. Mm-hmm.
They were trying to discredit him. I'm like, no, the facts. You can't discredit.
He the real Lomachenko.
Mm-hmm.
I like that, T. I never looked at it in that way. All right. Thanks for opening me up to the analysis. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I'm about you gotta learn to give the fighters the credit because then you discredit the fighter that you rep. I say that all the time. Everybody ain't shit. Damn, man, it's like that. I would never want to watch a sport where everybody ain't shit. Like what we watching, what we be getting excited about on the weekends. Like, what you talking about? I feel like that shit is bullshit talk, man. This shit good. We be getting some good fights.
He broke Lamont ass off some serious though. Who did those talking about Sergey and Lamont?
I was saying he retired Lamont.
Yeah, that was
after that.
That's when I stopped hating on Sergey Lipinets after he did that to Lamont.
Mm-hmm.
I said, yeah, he legit.
Yeah, he was on his ass.
yeah. Fuck my man up, dog. I took the kind of personal, dog. Like, goddamn,
that was personal. That looked like it was personal.
Hey,
that meeting was bad.
I said, yeah, little brother. Little brother.
Man.
I don't know. Lamont probably said something slick in the wins or something. I don't know, man.
Can't beat the top.
I don't know what he said that pissed that man off, man.
Yeah. Now Porter knew better.
Bro, I know you. Listen, bro, I know your background, man. But damn, what did you do, bro? Because that was not supposed to happen. That was not supposed. That's one of the most biggest upset ass whippings that
Ass whooping.
Yeah.
in the sport of boxing. This is one. Yes, it hurt me, man. I cussed him out and everything. And I like it, but god damn.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, okay, something in reality. The mind.
Yo, did you see how lumped up his face was after the fight?
Man, what?
Yeah.
And hey, bro, it's like no matter how beat up Lamont is, he can always give an interview. And he,
Yo,
look, he gonna get an interview like he worked for the goddamn company though. Like,
yo, fact.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna give a nice ass interview, bro. Like, face.
He really is. Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, he wasn't
Face
slurring or
swollen as
anything.
hell, eyes shut,
That's why mine don't be
Mouth
slurring or shit,
swollen.
bro. He don't be
lips busted, still
Yeah.
perfect
He has
interview.
some grand sportsmanship. I had to
He do.
sportsmanship.
He understand it's just a sport. You know, he understands it's like to him it's like fucking football and basketball. Like, I just go in here, I play this, and I go home. Just
No
don't
doubt.
take this shit personally. Like, don't take
At
it
the end
personally.
of the day, man, he's a good resume with all his wins and losses, everything.
Yeah.
Resume.
Yeah.
Hell of a top tier fighter, dog.
Cause that shit probably less taxing on the brain. You don't let this shit consume you. Like, yeah, it's what you do. This shit help change your life. Enjoy this shit. Wins and losses.
Him and his brother, you know what I mean? Look what they had to go through, man. That man.
His brother fight next week, don't it? We got the next.
Yeah, I think you do.
Something like that. He fight this month.
Anthony Peterson.
Anthony Peterson.
Yeah, and about to fight.
Cause he fought not too long ago too.
He was about to fight not too long ago, but they canceled.
Did they cancel? He did.
Hey, what happened to the other Anthony? But he was different than the boy Anthony the Messenger Thompson. Y'all remember him? Y'all remember the Messenger? He was fighting around the time with both of the Peterson brothers. Pretty
Where you
much.
from? Where you from?
I think Anthony I think the Messenger he's from somewhere over the Midwest. I think. I'm gonna pull him up. He had a couple.
Yeah, he fought in May. T. His ass fought.
Okay.
Fought,
Sure.
yeah, guys.
What car he was on?
What is this shit?
One of those little one offs.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
He was supposed to fight on the PBC. That's probably why I feel like he got counted. He was supposed to fight on the PBC card, but they counted.
something more known, yeah, a more notable card. Facts.
That's probably why I feel like he got counted.
He been winning on the low. His ass being top shape, man. Motherfuckers being shape.
That's the first thing, bro. If you gotta be. That's the first
I
thing.
say
bro.
that all the time. Soon as I seen Hooker, or they said the 3
That's
pounds,
why I believe,
I said, yo, he about to lose, yo. This dude overweight. I said, nah.
Yeah,
And it ain't the good 3 pounds overweight.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you get what I'm saying, some people like I think like let me see if I could come up with an example. Maybe Danny Jacobs choosing to come in heavier. Didn't he choose to do that with Canelo or some shit like that? He chose to come in with the extra weight and didn't give a fuck. That I don't think would hurt him, but I think Maurice Hooker, like,
fighters do that a lot.
he was out of shape overweight, like not choosing to be in shape, but having that weight. You get what I'm saying? It's because you just wasn't in shape. You was overweight. Like that shit just wasn't a good. It didn't help him. I knew it, and then I seen the way his back looked in the ring. I was like, he just don't look good, and he looks.
It is not his legs, bro. He was like leaning forward. Like I'm a tall nigga too, right? He was lean. He was off balance. His top, it's like his bottom was stuck in the mud, and his top. Was
what the hell was that?
What is going, bro?
He was fighting like
He
he
was
was fighting like he was on stilts or something.
Fact.
Like his legs wasn't his
I
legs.
always run.
That shit was weird.
Like, I
man.
always run and work out, so I don't get that big ass stomach and be a fat skinny nigga. That's what I'm gonna look like, bro. You saw Mo last night. That's what I'm trying to avoid.
It's like when your mama say, "Y'all, she finna take you to Chuck E. Cheese."
Let Blair keep fighting these lower echelon. I don't want to see him with an elite again. I'll be for real, because he's gonna get really, really hurt. Because when he was throwing combinations, he was squaring up. He didn't have a stance. When he rushed in, his feet were all wrong, man. His feet were all wrong, and it was bothering me.
He have his head stuff. He don't never like he don't hide his chin. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. He's in trouble.
He fight like that. He don't.
Without a doubt, bro. Without a doubt. And he was lunging in with the left
like
hand.
When he punch, he'd be opening it up.
Yeah, exactly.
He fight like he hitting the bag still. That's what he posted. That's why they tell you to hit the bag like you fight. He fight like he hitting the bag, bro. Like he just all up in the air, open and shit.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, he don't tuck his shit though. He shit always like that. Always like I look at Triple G. See how his shit always in his motherfucking in the suitcase type shit. You can't even see his face. He always. Man, Blur shit be like that. He be like this.
Yeah, that's a wild ass dude, man.
No high guard. His gloves are out. Like he was not even defending his face a little bit. I'm like, bro. Yo, man. Like I thought he would have learned from the Rocha fight a little bit, even a little bit, and it wasn't too long ago. I'm surprised he got cleared so early because that was bad. He was punching on the ref, man.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all seen Spence trolled Blair on his story. That shit was hilarious.
What he say?
Yeah.
With his celebration, he made a video. Talk about he was going to take over. He taking over the welterweight division, and EJ just put an emoji.
Oh yeah, that's all he got to do. You know, that's more than enough. EJ funny as hell.
Bro, for a man that doesn't say many words, he says a lot.
Yeah, Blair, I don't know how hard it's going to be for him to take over the welterweight division. He's cool
not. That's the thing.
If that's what you believe, but you out here.
He's not ranked, man, in the top 15.
Somebody going
he's not going to be ranked for a while.
He's not going to name 25 more fighters better than him in welterweight.
No, Blur literally ain't top 25. He might be 30 something after last night, like 38, 37. He was 40.
I thought he was like 62 in the world or something. Last time I checked.
He was 47 before the Rocha fight. Rocha was 25.
Yeah, and he got knocked down to 62.
So he had to drop down. So he just won last night. So he probably high 30s, maybe 40s, high 30s, something like that.
Yeah, I just hope when this is the last time I'm going to mention this fight. I just hope when Spence and Crawford actually fight, their personalities really come out, so that their fight can sell over.
Well, as far as Spence, you've been seeing his personality more and more
come out. Exactly. So I want more of that.
If he want to be a wise bag of potatoes, then let him.
It's gonna get good close to get to the fight. Earl always kind of, he don't do it on purpose, but he always kind of lighthearted in the beginning. He gonna give you credit that first person and all that. It's like as it go on, he start to hate you more. Like he start to find shit about you that he don't like. He did Sean Porter like that. You gotta pay attention. He did Porter like that. Crazy. But right after the fight, he was like, I don't got no problem with Sean Porter. He just that he one of them dudes where he make himself dislike his opponent. So, and Bud the kind of dude where Bud gonna be right with the shit too. You know what I mean? So as it get closer, it's gonna get them.
Build up with Jose was entertaining.
Facts. That second and third,
exactly.
Bud and Earl gonna be a doozy. Like that junk gonna be a doozy.
I hope they do a tour, man. They have to do a tour.
I can already see it. Bud been talking a lot.
Man was you fight like you drowning, bro. I was in tears, bro.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man.
He be talking and shit though. They both be talking that shit.
Nah, but I feel like they need a press conference tour for that fight. They really do need They do. And unfortunately, I don't think they're gonna do it just because it might not sell the way. No, shut up. This is the best fight in boxing.
Yeah.
Do a freaking tour, man.
It's not gonna sell because they not gonna do it. How about that?
That's ridiculous. It's gonna do over 500 at least.
Easy.
Way over 500. I think so.
It might be four gonna be the bottom.
Yeah. The lowest it could possibly go is 400,000, and that's ridiculous. If that happens, boxing fans suck at that point, man. Honestly. But that's the last thing I have to say about that, though.
But it's crazy. It's gonna be more Spence fans buying that fight.
It's sad. It really is sad.
That 500,000. That's about what 400.
400 Spence fans. Yeah, that's ridiculous, man.
Come on.
And maybe 120, 130 Crawford fans. That's
man. Facts.
If it maximize, it'll get to about 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, 7 is the highest I could see it going.
I wouldn't.
About 6, 7.
I'd be surprised if it does $1 million. I'd be surprised.
I would today in these times. I would today.
Exactly. With all the piracy, without a doubt.
I would today in these times.
But the gate gonna go crazy though.
No, without a doubt.
Stupid.
To tell you the truth, brothers, I really wanted it to go in Dallas. I wanted to Crawford to go.
I think that'll maximize the profit you put it in Dallas. Because more people know.
Yo, Crawford was getting bullied yesterday, man. They were gagging up on the poor guy.
It's not gonna happen in Dallas, right? But
Yo, you
it
should have
makes
seen
more
some of
sense
the
to put
videos
it in
my
Dallas.
friends were sending me.
Too much
He
sense.
got the bigger base. You stick it in Dallas, it just makes more sense. The biggest stadium in Dallas, the bigger base in Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I already been in Dallas. She might stick that bitch in Dallas, bro.
Yeah, yesterday he was there, and the fans were at him. They were going back and forth with the fans. It was funny as hell, and he wasn't standing down at all. He was with action too. I was just like,
I would hope he would.
Yeah, man, it was funny. It was funny because apparently one of the fans threw a drink at him. So he was trying to call him down to the parking lot because he was trying to get it on. And I was like, it was hilarious, man. Yeah, man. I want when they first met up, like in 2019, and Ellie Setback did that whole video, that 20-30 minute video. I want all of that, every single piece of that. I don't want no soft talking. I'm just glad to be here. Thank Al Heyman. No. I want some shit talk. I want some back and forth. I want some gritty, angry faces and everything, expression, the whole thing, man. I want it all, man. This fight has to sell.
They need a 24/7 for this fight.
Exactly, bro.
They got to bring the face-to-face back. They
need to bring that shit back.
Oh my god! If they don't do it,
that would be crazy.
They need to do. They need to do the Fox version and the Sky Sports version as well. They need to do both of them 2 times. They need to do both of them. That's how big this fight really is. You know what I mean? So
real shit. Push that shit to the limit.
Yeah, man. Because this is arguably 1 and 2 in the pound for pound rankings, depending on how you rank it. This is arguably 1 and 2.
Definitely. Yeah. It is 1 and 2.
And the ring gonna be on the line too.
There you go. Man, it's been years since we had like a big welterweight fight like this. I don't even count Manny Pacquiao and earlier. Like in terms of boxing sense, like pound for pound number 1 and 2 or 3. If you want to rank Spence 2, you can rank it 2.
The best of the fight. We finna get the best of these fights.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Not past their primes. They're 40 years old and such and such. No, man. They're both in their 30s. Like this is the best they're ever gonna be. Like this is now. The time is now. So.
Connor been talking now. This is what I like.
Yes.
The energy I wanted. The energy I wanted from him, man.
I don't care if you talk. Follow up on what he's saying.
That's all them niggas. That's all them niggas, Crush.
Yeah, well, I'm talking. You
But
know,
I
feel that way about it.
Hey, look, all I know was y'all told Connor stop calling that old people. He stopped now.
That's why for me, I'm looking at it like I'm glad now he changed his tune. So now I want to see it just started, so he ain't got no extended period where he constantly doing it and not fighting. I'm just glad the tune changed. Let me say that. Now
he's free. He's
talking what I want to hear now. He's saying the right names, and I'm like, yeah, I'm interested now. I'm interested now. I at least
I like what he's saying. I just want some shit to pop off.
Yeah, you want to see him do it now. Yeah, so I'm glad it's the start of it.
Yeah, I ain't got no picks. They go for all them motherfuckers, man.
I want to see who he get in the ring with next. I want to see who he get in the ring with.
So the what you call fight not happening.
It ain't. Chris Eubank don't want. Chris Eubank getting cold feet.
But I knew that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He gonna get spanked soon, y'all.
They ain't putting it out there but they putting it out there. Oh, I might have some. He might have some other options. You know what I'm saying? Cold feet though.
I feel like that's better for what's his name, Conor Benn's career, because he might have got hurt too.
Possibly.
Chris Eubank can punch, so I'm glad that's not happening. I'm glad.
I had Conor though, but it was an uphill battle. It was an uphill battle. I
Yeah.
want to see him do it though. After I heard, but I want to see him try it. But
no, without a doubt. The question is Eddie Hearn gonna allow him to fight Boots and Vergil? Those are dangerous fights. And he's a big money guy in England right now, because you know those UK fans are different over there. They love their boxing, so he's selling out stadiums and stuff like that.
He's probably number 2 after AJ.
Really?
Yeah. The UK folks that I talked to be on my page, they tell me he ranked him. He said AJ will be number 1, he said Conor Benn and Chris Eubank would be like 2 and 3. And he said people hate Tyson Fury, but they support him because he one of theirs. But they hate him. They don't like him over there.
Wow.
He more infamous than famous, Tyson Fury. You know what I mean?
Oh, I get you. That's crazy.
Yeah, they said Eubank and Ben probably 2 and 3 after AJ.
And then Tyson Fury's banned there right now. That's crazy. He's banned somewhere nobody wants him. That's funny.
His ass talking about fighting for free. He think he's slick. Your ass can't fight nowhere. That's why you talking about fighting for free.
Drink a beer, man.
Your ass out of here, yeah. Like, cause you want rich your ass for free. You getting there fighting yourself, shadow box.
Mm-hmm.
How you go from 500 million to fight? Let's fight for free.
Facts, Kurt.
Well, he better go back to his love. Better go back to Fight Club or Roadhouse, all that type of
Go
shit.
do bare knuckle boxing or something. Bro. Yeah.
Fisticuffs, goddamn.
You better fight Francis Ngannou in the UK or some shit.
Yeah, I'm up for real.
Like you said yesterday,
I already know.
Man, that shit over with.
Mm-hmm.
But I do like that. I was on the bed. I'm trying to figure out who I want to see him fight first the most. You know what I mean?
I really don't even know who to put him in the ring with. Like one that would like plausible, like they make sense. Like right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe Evanesian. No, they both over there on the zone.
No, that's a great fight. That's a great fight.
That'd be a good one. That'd be a good credible.
Evanesian PBC or the zone.
Yeah, that's good on his resume too. He could be
Evanesian the zone.
Yeah,
maybe Evanesian. Yeah,
I think he was Sky Sports for a second because he fought.
He one of them though. I didn't see him fight on both of them. I didn't see him fight on Showtime, and I didn't see him fight on the zone. So I really don't confused right now with far as what he is. He may be one of them dudes that's managed by a certain place to let him fight anywhere. He may be one of them guys, because if you manage like Bellum or BT, you can fight on any platform because they don't have a network. They they televise fights, but they don't have a boxing platform type deal. Like Pro Bellum, fighters fight anywhere. PBC fighters can fight anywhere. They just are advised to fight on Showtime and Fox because they signed with Heyman. So of course he gonna advise them to fight on his shit, right?
But don't they sign like 3-4 fight deals?
Yeah,
like with the network.
Yeah, network. Yeah, some of them do. Some of them are signed to Heyman, and he put them on the network, and some of them are signed to the. Actually, a few of them are signed to the network, and they fight strictly for the network.
He with Frank Warren, so yeah, Ebenezer. He with
BT, so that's BT, right?
Yeah, BT.
Yeah, so he with BT. Yeah, so he could fight anywhere because BT don't have they don't have a.
Go where the money go, right?
Yeah, they go where the money go fast. So yeah, he can fight anywhere. So he opened up to fight whoever. So yeah, maybe that one for Conor Benn, or David Evanesian, or maybe.
I wouldn't mind seeing Keith though. Like it's a step up.
I mean, yeah, but I know Keith ain't gonna fight him. That's why I ain't say Keith. Bro.
He's gonna ask for like 70 million or something like that.
Right, say it again.
I'm just playing.
Bro, Keith ain't go fight Ben or Boots, bro.
Yeah.
Nah. Or Rashidi.
Right, what he doing?
They know them too.
Hey, maybe
you have to give him a shitload of money that he don't deserve for him to do that shit.
Exactly. Rashidi and Conor Benn is nice.
If you pull fighter 15 to a 9 right now, that's what he rather fight. 15 to a 9.
What did he get for Pacquiao? What he got? 10?
He got 8, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me though.
Oh yeah.
I think he got
probably
10 total.
He'll want that.
Oh, 10 total? Okay.
He got 10 total. He got 10 total in the end.
Okay.
I
don't see any other Manny Pacquiao's in the sport, so.
Facts. That's what I'm getting at, bro. The X 10 for Conor Benn is a duck, bro. It's straight up. It's a duck. The X 10 for Conor Benn, bro. It's a duck, man. It's a duck, man. What's good, Tay-Tay?
Duck and boots. You buck.
Because outside the top 10, I mean, the top 15 ain't really nothing. So outside the top 10.
If we're gonna be real, after that injury, right after he fought Danny Garcia, his career was done, man. His career's been done for years now. Thurman. Yeah, he's been done, man. He just wants a retirement fund, insurance claim and stuff.
Man,
he's been done.
Out of the country, he before fucking was that the injury?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like you knew it was. Yeah, he was just done.
Yeah, he's been done, man.
That when he started feeling himself. That's what it is. When he started feeling
Yep.
this,
And Manny Pacquiao fucking humble.
he started bag chase. Manny Pacquiao was a bag chase. If we really get down to it, that was a bag
Of course.
chase. He didn't think that was
Man, he wanted 20.
he didn't think that was a competitive fight. Manny Pacquiao knew what was up, but he didn't think that was a competitive fight. Because I'm finna beat this old ass nigga. That's what he was
But
thinking.
Manny won't turn it down a lot of fights.
No.
Well, like as he got because of the money.
I never known Manny to turn down a fight.
Manny set his price, and if you match it, Manny go fight you.
Yep.
Because of goddamn.
Manny be doing what Keith Thurman be pump faking. That's what he's doing.
But Manny owe all them people. That's why, right?
Like Manny run. Like Manny a senator. He a motherfucking.
Dang.
Like he's still in debt. That's why he be asking for all that money.
He run his country. I mean, he'll senator over there. Like
Yeah, he's doing his best to help the Philippines, the poor country. Yeah. So I understand what he's saying.
Yeah, Kanye Weston did too. You know what I mean? But
that's why he's doing an exhibition right now, yo.
No, I think that was count.
Nah, that shit for real. That shit for real.
Where Floyd is fighting for himself.
Nah, but them people do.
I think there's a certain amount of like bankruptcy.
Exactly.
These motherfuckers got money.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Okay, he's fighting in the fall. Avenesian. Okay.
Who he fight?
I don't know this guy.
But you poured out.
How y'all feel about the Williams Zepeda fight that got announced?
Who he fighting? Williams Zepeda.
Williams Zepeda he's fighting Jojo Diaz, right?
Yeah, Jojo Diaz.
Yeah, Jojo Diaz. I think that's a sneaky good fight.
That's a cool mix up. Keep us going. Keep us entertained.
Isn't T.O. next week?
Yeah, T.O. next week.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm excited. I want to see what he's got. Oh, and then Josh Taylor might be fighting Catterall, and then after he fights him, he might move up. How old does he do at 147?
Who he fighting at 147?
Yeah.
Let's say Boots, Vergil, all the new prospects. How do you think he does?
Murder scene.
I think he beat
Murder. Oh my god!
Bad out there, man. He got some work to be back over. Tired. Damn, man.
Yeah.
Everything's corrupt. Man, ain't even come close to me.
It's just like after that.
I don't know.
Yeah, he looks
bad.
It's
gonna be some yellow tape. You put him in there with Boots. You put him there with Vergil. Gonna be some yellow tape in there, motherfucker.
He couldn't get out of the way of the left hand, man.
He don't make it now. The sad part is, bro, Vergil make better adjustments than Josh Taylor, bro.
Yep.
Yes. Yes.
That's the sad part, bro.
He couldn't get out of the way of the left hand, man. Catterall is not even all that, man. Vergil just couldn't get out of the way of the left hand. It was crazy. I was just like, this is your undisputed champion. This is the guy calling out Terrence Crawford. Really? Are you serious?
You see,
and it didn't even look like the same guy that beat Prograis. It didn't look like the same guy that beat Ramirez. I'm just like, bro, what's going on? I don't know, man. But apparently he was coming off an injury. Maybe that has something to do with his performance. But he just looked bad, straight up.
Man, I don't want to do that.
I don't know, man. That's what they're saying. But
we finna see. We'll know for sure. We'll know for sure.
Because isn't he dropping the belts to fight him again? Is that the synopsis?
Man, that's what they want to make it look like. But
okay.
He dropping the belts to fight him. You could have did that in the beginning. You could have kept the jump.
Like Jojo.
Think about it. If he had you see how long it took them to strip him?
Yeah.
He already had a fight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to. He had other plans, and then some other shit happened, and now he going back to this shit because he knows it's some money. He could possibly win, right? Because you got options right now. You either go fight Catterall, right, Earl or Bud. So which one you think he gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
It's Bud or Catterall. He could move up and get the Bud fight, or he could fight Jack. So he was like, nah, Jack just got him my ass. So I'm finna go and get this. He really was about to stay over here. Y'all see, Josh Taylor ain't been over here either yet for a minute back in America. Y'all noticed?
Yeah, that's true.
Ain't been over either. So just throwing that out there. But he really doing this because he know he can get this fight over there where he is. It's a money fight for him. He got to go.
And it's a no. Don't hit him. Don't shoot him. You damn criminal. Like, shooting the wrong people, bro. Damn. My bad. My son crazy.
Lord, bro.
He be tripping, yo. He gonna shoot the dog, yo. This dude, yeah. Oh my god, yo, whatever. But yeah, man. But said they're allowed to do some things over there that ain't on the up and up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you know, that's why a lot of this shit don't make sense. But they trying to switch it as is, right? Like homie said, they, you know, yeah, he dropped the belt to fight him again now because you could have did that right after. Would have had more buzz about it. Way more buzz about the fight.
Don't think that I'm gonna look at you dropping the belts like you just did something like great or dope. Like, nah, you a sucker. Now I'm looking at her, you wasting time. Now you fuck around and lose. Now you playing because now you have nothing to gain from this fight. I believe when you entertain meaningless fights like that, this is more like a get back, like a pride thing. You don't need to. It's not even. It don't even mean what it meant the first time. Like, why would you
pride thing, dude? That's how they want to. What I think it is, bro. He ain't got no choice but to fight him right now.
He trying to duck 47.
Exactly.
Or he's trying to. I don't even like using that word. He's trying to avoid going to 47 right now, where it seemed like that's where he should go. And why I say that? If Terrence Crawford could be at 47, and the only reason I'm bringing that up because he sized him up. He said he don't know how the hell that dude was making 140. He big as hell. He said that.
Yeah, he was bigger than Crawford. Shakur was just like, he's big as hell. Shakur was like, he's big.
Well, Josh literally has nowhere to go. Like, you know, the pillars is at fucking
47.
And they coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, 40, yeah.
47 as a murder.
He ain't got nowhere to go. You said he ain't got nowhere to go.
He ain't got no, bro. You got Gary, motherfucking Jose
Ramirez, Matias, Regis, Alba Pulio, goddamn Jose Zapata, Antoine.
Yo, 140 and 147 is a scary movie. That's what
my boy Keith the Bounty Hunter. Somebody need to fight that man. Shut him up. I want somebody to shut him up too. I want somebody to step up and shut him up. You see ain't nobody tried to shut him up yet either.
Yeah, 140 and 147 is a murderous road, man. It's a scary at the top, scary time. There's a lot of scary fights.
Ever want to censor the word in that sense, like when you, because and why I would say it's safe to call Josh Taylor that, even though I don't throw that name around too often, that weight bully shit. Because if you can make the idea, but when you just out here and told the world you was weight drained in a fight, then you gonna go revisit that same weight class. What you gonna be this time? Perfect.
It don't make no sense because y'all. It don't make no sense because he's lying to us. That's why.
That's what's good, my bro. TWT in the building.
Don't make no sense because he's lying to us. That's why.
Yeah, fact.
You know who I'll call weight bully for sure? David Benavidez.
If I say that, they gonna call me a hater. If I say that, they gonna call me a hater, yup. But in fact,
no, I'll say it for you, brother. I'll say it for you. David Benavidez is a weight bully. You gotta be kidding me, man. That guy should be a heavyweight. That guy's so big.
Easily. He should easily be at 175.
At least a cruiserweight. Yeah, he should be getting it in with better BF. He's waiting for Cronin for what?
Without a doubt, he should be running 175 right now.
I would love to see him with better BF.
For real, bro. That's what the fight said for him. Bivol, Peterviel, goddamn Bryant Marcus.
Better will knock him out. That's exactly why. He's just trying to wait up.
He can't get no fights at 68. He can't. Yeah. Let's be real about it, bro.
There's a reason for it.
Same shit we say for Charlo, bro. It applied to Benavidez too, bro. He can't get no fights at 68.
I don't know, bro.
All the fights is above him for him, bro. I guarantee you, Peterio will fight him tomorrow.
Bivol, why would Caleb Pan jump in the ring?
Bivol would run to the opportunity to fight this nigga. I guarantee you he would.
They're saying Benavidez had the better hand in their sparring session, actually.
Bro, Bivol will stop Benavidez, bro.
Oh shoot!
He gonna be drumming his shit like a speed bag, bro.
He like speed bag. over here. TWT support Big Shot, especially since I got put on to him a few months back. I think he fought twice since I've been put on the Big Shot show because I'm a realist, so I ain't gonna sit here and act like I've been watching him since he been. Nah, I've been put on to him a couple months back. And since then, I like Big Shot show. He look like he in good shape, man. I just like his story. I like that when he came up on a panel and told his story. That's somebody I support. I rock with him. I think he gonna get shots. They gonna have to give him shots or they gonna avoid him because he could fight. That dude could be a balanced fighter. That's how I look at him when I see Big Shot. I ain't gonna say he just wow you to death, but nah, he technically fundamentally sound. That dude could fight, and he in good shape from what I seen him, or a picture I seen him to now. That dude be in shape like a motherfucker. Look like Josh Sugar coating himself. Oh yeah, Josh Taylor.
Nah, Fendora's not a weight bully. I don't think so.
Nah, I just think he young right now.
He ain't never missed weight.
He never missed
Yeah.
Man,
I don't think so. Fendora's just a different kind of guy, man.
Yeah, weight bully is the guy who can't make the weight. How you gonna say he can't make it if he never missed it?
Yeah, and he young right now.
Exactly.
I think he able to get away with making that weight fine right now. Plus he don't eat like that. You could tell because he thin and shit.
His sister's like that too. His sister fights as well.
Fedora eat all healthy shit.
For real, this is what it is, dude. He eat all that good shit. That shit
right. That's what I should have said. Let me say it that way. Fedora eat right. That's what that is. Yeah. So he gonna be able to eat for a while.
Straight healthy.
He like y'all I got meat.
You gotta halfway eat right though. You gotta halfway work out with it. Like he work out right and he eat right. Like I halfway eat right, I halfway work out.
I need that cooking Charlo snapping. Don't ask me about no fucking Terrence Crawford. I'm fighting Brian Castano. Don't ask me that shit no more.
If Fondora just sit down, bro, if he sit down and he start doing what he want to do, dude gonna be big as a motherfucker.
Yep.
He gonna be big as a motherfucker. If he just sit down, he gonna be big.
I think he can go to 200. I think he can go to cruiserweight.
He could easily be the heavyweight champion of the world if he tried.
Yeah, man. He's just an inch shorter than Deontay.
Bingo.
So, and he's Mexican, so I know they can eat.
Yo, that might heavy as hell.
Yeah,
Ecuadorian and Mexican. Nah, never mind. That's Benavidez. That's Benavidez. My bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's
Benavidez looks like he walks around at 205.
Benavidez does. Benavidez probably way more than fucking Fondora.
He probably walks around at
no doubt.
Fondora said he can make if Fondora can make for 147, I'm calling them people on his people. They ain't feeding that man. Ain't no way.
Nah, man. That's
no way.
He wanted to fight Errol Spence at 147. I was just like, what the hell?
Go ahead and get knocked out. He's gonna be emaciated down there.
Like that.
Yeah, that his body will get snatched.
Especially at 47.
Snatched.
DJ fight him at 54 with that extra weight because his power go carried.
He gonna get broke up either way, but I'm saying he go gas at 47. Fondora.
No doubt.
You giving EJ even more advantage though.
Yeah. Those 7 pounds are precious, eh? Those 7 pounds are really precious.
Easier to gain it than it is to lose it. I tell you that.
Yeah, no doubt. He's gonna lose all the weight in his toes and everything, man. There's no way.
He's really probably walking around like 160, 165, probably.
No doubt. But he's been a lot
eating healthy.
He's been a lot leaner. I've noticed that. He used to blow up a lot more before the accident. And now he's
now he probably walking around 160.
That motherfucker Dora eating lettuce wrap right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all talking about that. That's the most bad thing he gonna put in his body. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Some flavored kale or some shit. He ain't eating a nut.
Yeah. I ain't even realize it was a part of here. I just got back to the screen. I'm gambling like a motherfucker. What's good, Fire and Clark?
Man, what's poppin', my brother? What it do? Boxing nerd, what's going on? I heard you up here talking.
Sir? Fondora gonna get his chance, though, y'all.
I said, we got a new face up in this joint. All right, that's what I'm talking about. I said, I ain't even got to ask, is he all right? He up here with my brothers. I know he all right, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I try to hang, man. I try to hang. I know you guys know a little bit more.
A lot of fights, tough fights. A lot of fighters don't go in there, you know what I'm saying, take the rematch. So if you were to be Castano, where would, you know what I'm saying, what would that do with you as far as, what do you think should be ranked at? Pound for pound.
I'm ranked number one.
I swear to God, this nigga be spazzing.
I don't know how to say pound for pound.
This shit be funny as hell, man.
For boxing bloggers and stuff like that. I'm not a blogger. I don't care about who makes a pound for pound list. There's no personal belt that's given out for somebody that's on the list. You know what I'm saying? The top list. Who cares about that list? I think I just focus on my career, my craft, and how I do it. So, yeah, that's different. Undisputed list is a big difference, you know.
This Jamel.
Yeah, this Jamel.
He's so funny, man.
Yeah, I swear. He got tired of that Crawford shit.
Oh, he's sick of it.
Their personality came out in that day.
Just like the
that ain't, you know what I'm saying? He's a tough fighter. Like I say, he's from Omaha. We know about him. He's a dog. He can fight. He can go. But we compare our positions. Has his opposition been anything close to our oppositions? Absolutely not. So I can't even look at him like he did. I mean, yeah, he won world titles. They won 40. He won the undisputed. That's happy for you. But 140, 154. You talking about knocking me out and beating me and all that shit? I'm cool with that. That's whatever.
Hey, just like you did throughout your career, do you think Canelo is going to activate his rematch clause fight for B-ball again?
Just like I did.
I said, just like you did throughout your career. Do you think
throughout my career?
Yeah.
I only had one.
Okay, well, yeah.
I'm having a rematch right now. I didn't throughout my career have rematch.
Right.
Yo, Mel don't be letting niggas get nothing.
Oh, God, that's why I fuck with him now, bro. Don't allow me, bro.
He said throughout my career. Like, yes, yeah.
Nah, bro, don't allow me, bro.
Make it seem like I just had rematches. So.
Right. Bitch, I ain't been losing like this. Don't be lying on me, bro.
I don't know why I be high, yo. Jamel Charlo is entertaining. He funny as hell because he be mad as fuck. That ain't even the part I was laughing at. That's when he spazzed about the
tweet. He said, "I'm a smash you."
Okay, that's my favorite. That's my favorite fight. I had to disown him when he said this shit about Wilder. That's my number one. Why
he had no business talking about Wilder like.
Why he my number one pound for pound?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he had no business talking about Wilder like that.
He barely can make. He barely can. He's making 147, so he can't beat nobody over there.
He walking back.
How you gonna come in and talking about knocking somebody like me? Whatever. They just do that shit for hype, clout. Whatever.
After Saturday, win on Saturday.
Nah, that's not the part, man. He's talking about knocking me out.
Right.
This nigga be mad as hell.
Yeah, bro. How dare you disrespect me like that?
That nigga said like you've done throughout your career. He said what? Like I what? He leaned in closer like yo what? You just say? He said what you mean throughout my career? Like is this I'm having a rematch.
Jamel be waiting for you to say the wrong shit. He be waiting for you. He be listening for you to say the wrong shit.
Oh man. Fuck me wrong with Jamel, man. He be bad. Derrick James was trying to tell him to chill. He still that's when I knew he was different. He wasn't chilling, yo. He chilled a little bit though.
You can love him. I don't love him.
Yeah, you love him.
That's how he takes it. I feel like.
Yeah, he do.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, once he moves up, what you gonna do?
I'm off of that Crawford guy. I'm asking you about him. Don't nobody ask me about Crawford again. He ain't my fucking weight. Y'all need to realize that. Stop being bloggers and shit. Go look into the sport a little bit. Stop asking about Crawford. I don't want to hear that shit about Crawford. I'm fighting Brian Castano.
Why are you so mad for?
Yo, why it's so funny? Because you gotta see him. He agitated, but he answering the questions. Then he just got to a point where he like, yo, don't fucking ask me about Crawford. He not in my weight. I'm fighting Brian Castano. Don't fucking ask me that shit no more. Oh man.
Bro, he's one of the funniest boxers in boxing right now, man. He needs more fans. He needs more notoriety.
This is not meant to be funny. I'm just retarded. I think shit like this is comedy.
No, it's hilarious. It really is.
You got that fucking blonde hair looking like a golden lord at 20. God damn, these are my boys, man. Charlo did not give
what? He said, what, huh? What?
He said like I did what? Like, what? All through my career. Like, what you mean? You got talk spell, yo. Write your shit down, bro. Just write your shit down. Don't walk up on that man asking him anything. God damn.
Yep. And say it back to yourself just to make sure.
Oh,
big like Charlo when you ask that question.
Oh, that man be mad as shit, bro.
Play for the Royals.
I would be here every time.
Oh, man, you might be right. Okay, never mind. You right. You might have got here now.
See, man, Ruffin, what your ass doing, man?
Out there looking like a superstar. Okay.
Yo, the man. What up, though?
Oh, man.
We good.
Joe, what's happening, man? Yeah, you must be on T-Stream.
Yeah, on my side.
Yeah, I figured that. Because I looked at the avatar, his boxing nerd shit. I'm like, I heard Joe. Hell no. That damn show ain't Joe. Now I thought about it, I said, T.O. slick ass, his ass still alive. That nigga on the other goddamn stream.
Hell yeah.
Brothers, what does TWT stand for?
The winning team.
Ah, yes. Yes, I like that. That's tough.
Yeah. That's plans in the back. Yeah,
we try to do our thug feeling a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Just a little bit.
Little razzle dazzle. You know. Little snap crackle pop. You know what I'm saying? But we popping though. Oh man.
The dude right there at the bottom left.
There you go.
That's C-Man Ruffle right there. That's TWT mascot right there.
Oh man, go ahead and hit that intro for one time then, just go ahead and spin that joint. Look at his ass over here.
Over there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I gotta put my glasses on, right? Because ever since I became TWT, they out here asking for autographs. So I don't want people to notice who I am.
Oh, okay.
All right.
It happened to me.
Oh shit, my bad, y'all.
I know what you talking about, Clarence.
Hey, you gotta hit your hit song, Harlem Rough. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't have time for these ungrateful son of a bitches out here. I don't have time for it.
Oh god damn, you gotta make times for the fan, you ungrateful son of a bitch.
Ungrateful son of a bitches. D5, I just want to let you know, I love you, you my brother. But when you do your show early in the morning, just remember, ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Yeah, shit. They coming
to see me.
This show.
Nah, man.
Hey, now that's cool though. Hey, guess what? That's cool because the likes and the views go to G5 channel though. So keep showing up, goddamn. Thank you for your services.
Man, rough.
You know what I'm talking about? The analytics on the Gabriel side. Goddamn. They on Gabriel's side.
I told you, listen, we gonna call this Clarence and TWT. That's what we gonna call this shit for now.
Look at that.
Players in the TWTX. Might have made us the backup singer.
Oh, no, that's sick, man. That's cool.
What y'all talking about today, though?
Last night.
We talking about taking your TWT membership, nigga. After you made out us the Temptations and shit.
God damn.
No, man, you can't do that to me, man. If you take the DW, if you take that away from me, guess what happens? Now I become a fiend. Now I start drinking and start doing other shit. I need TWT. You can't take it away. That keeps me up on my feet.
Y'all forget he rough, right? He rough. You see rough, right?
Yeah, I'm David Ruffin. Now you want me in the house with the membership? I can't do that now.
Well, you know, myself in the upper brass committee, we'll have to sit down and review that shit. Yeah, you read the instructions on the homepage. You read the instructions.
You was laying it on them. They was hating.
Listen, I need TWT, man. I need it.
TWT needs you, Clash.
Oh man, we have fun, man. No matter what channel we on, we gonna tear some shit up.
Yes, sir.
You're gonna have fun with me, man. Because let me tell you something. That's all I do.
It's hard. Kid Austin's opponent was running from him, but it's Kid Austin still, you know, he a young guy. He still need a little work.
Teenager, still a kid.
Yeah, facts.
It's like his name, Kid Austin. His
9 and 10. You're right. He's still a kid.
That's some growing to do. 11 fights in.
Yeah, exactly. He on the right trajectory. I think he one of them dudes since he's so young. He gonna have about 20 fights before he ready for, like, you know, the titles and contenders and all that. But he started so young. He gotta. When you start young, it's good for you because you get a lot of experience.
He learning on the job.
Fact, but you also got to learn your style change a lot as you grow. You know what I mean? So he learned. He got to learn as he grow too. St. Davis is right where he need to be now. He got it all together. It's gonna take Kid Austin, you know, because you learning as you know.
He'll let me know. It might take him another 7 fights.
Yeah, he got to find his way. So if he start his way to some shit, I'm not gonna shit on him because you know.
A good top 4, guy body. That's a good top 4.
You got to figure what's your top 4 age 24, 30 like that.
All right, brothers. I gotta go do some stuff. It was great being on the panel.
You know, always, bro.
Yeah, man. I'll come around again sometime, man.
I definitely
appreciate you guys.
Oh no,
I know God, buddy.
They hating on Kato. Yeah, they were saying he ain't got no power, and then he got the knockdown. As soon as they said that goofy shit, pillow hands Austin and some bullshit. I said, yo, y'all motherfuckers just goofy, yo. Y'all just say any damn thing. Yeah, 19. I say people be overly critical. He needs to. I got this. I'm like, bro, he fucking this little ass. He's a kid.
And I hate to say it, right, but people don't know shit about boxing. Don't know what they're looking at. You can't say a guy pillow for he don't got power when he hit a nigga and the nigga run. If you hit a man and he run, it don't mean you don't got power. It mean you got power. And niggas is running from it.
Amen.
Eventually, what happened. You know what I mean? Some guys know how to survive. Some guys know how to not get knocked out, knocked down, or hurt. You know what I mean? Hurt seriously. You know what I mean? Some guys know how to take punishment. It's levels to boxing. You got the elites, champions, contenders, prospects, and then you got everybody else in between. Is out here just doing shit, you know, make ends meet. They know how to go in there and survive and not get beat up because that's their job. That's what they do. That's what they do. They go in there and they go rounds with people. Sometimes they do that on purpose. It's good training that Kid Austin got. That dude didn't just go away. Kid Austin had to figure out a way to put him out. Kid Austin couldn't just throw 6, 7, 8 punches and put that dude out. He wasn't going that way. He had to ring himself back in and be like, okay, I'm this dude. And he put it together and he eventually put him out. Y'all be knocking fighters for doing what they supposed to do.
Figure this shit out. Exactly, bro. Exactly.
The ladder to that would have been for him to look like Adam Lopez and actually lose a fight. The ladder to that would have been for him to look like a motherfucking Oscar Valdez and actually lose a fight against Robinson Fonseca. You know what I mean? That would have been the ladder, but he at no point was he about to lose. He just didn't do it as easy as he normally did it, and that's what y'all be knocking people for. That's what y'all be knocking them for.
Yeah, man.
He make it look easy, and that's stupid.
Yeah.
He did make it look easy, really. That dude didn't stand no chance.
Yeah, beat on that man ass, beat the fight. You know, his corner said, "Yeah, that's enough." He been getting his ass kicked since the bell rung. You gonna pull the plug on this one, save him for the next fight.
That nigga probably back in the ring in 2 weeks.
Fat.
Doing the same thing, getting beat the fuck up.
Real shit. Getting his ass.
Gotta be. Hold on.
How does he bad when he ain't on that T? Yeah. Shakur, the special fighter. Yeah, but it's moving forward. I like to see how he gonna look. Yeah, that 100% KO ratio gonna get tested when he fight the top tier guys. These middle of the pack, running the mill type of dudes, they not gonna beat Vergil Ortiz. Guy with 2 KOs he don't have enough firepower to last. And you gotta think. There's another way to look at it. I know he's been off for a while, and he just was getting his body back right after that situation. But guy with 2 knockouts lasted 9 rounds. Shit, somebody with a little bit of might could be a threat to that KO ratio. If they can box and move with a chin, you gotta have that chin because he's gonna test it. So if you don't have that, then it's gonna be trouble. Everyone's gonna get tested fighting. Yeah, for sure. But he's gonna get tested. Like far as his KO streak, only because you brought up the KO streak, that's only gonna be at risk of being ended when he fight one of those top tier dudes. Those run of the mill, I think he's gonna continue to knock those dudes out, even if it go to the later part of the fight. He just gonna have that one shot power to be able to do it. He got some real pop behind his punches, but I think he's gonna run into trouble at the top level because he don't change up the speed that often on his punches. Everything be a home run with him. I hate to see fighters do that. Yeah. You're going to run into somebody that's not going for that. You're going to have to be smart. Like Kid Austin for a second when he got his guy hurt and he started, reeling off those combinations, and you notice it took him a quick second, but he noticed like, hold on, I gotta calm it down, and he slowed it down some. I was like, exactly. You could place 4 or 5 shots and make them count instead of throwing 10 to 12 and burning your gas tank. So that's something I think he'll be able to learn moving forward. Now it's not a bad thing. It's just it's gonna get tested when he goes up to the top tier. You go, you know what I'm saying? Even some of those dudes he probably still be to get out of there. If not, hell no, knocking people out, shit. And he's actually went some rounds. They not first round knockouts. So you able to get a sample size of Vergil Ortiz before he get the knockout. So that's good. Ninth round and shit like that. That's decent. He just need to learn to cut the ring a little bit better because he was following dude around too much. And he showed, all I needed to see it was for a second that he showed some frustration with that guy consistently moving and not being a stationary target so he could get off. Because the minute he sat still, he got unloaded on. And I'm like, it ain't the prettiest game plan. It ain't the most exciting, but you there to win. His best bet was to try to box and move with Ortiz, and he wanted to engage too much. And a dude with 2 knockouts, you on borrowed time engaging with a guy with that type of punching power. You ain't got long before he get you up out of there. I think Boots will be tested against Vergil, but won't be a high guard. Yeah, that high guard gonna get him in trouble against Boots. I really feel like that. That's the wrong kind of style for him. Yeah, it's not a bad thing. Yes, the level of opponents is what was why he's able to continue knocking these guys out, and then he has real power on top of that. He get a quality guy with the right shot, he can knock him out too. But I just see that changing once he just one of them dudes that he got real power. So if you some old guy or somebody that can't keep him off you ain't got long, or you on borrowed time. Pay-per-view. Yeah, Verge could get there.
Yeah, he got Ortiz over Crawford and Spence.
What am I supposed to say? I mean, you mentioned the KO ratio for what? So I just added context to the KO ratio. What I'm saying, if you think it's obvious, then stating that he got 100% KO ratio was very obvious. We know that. I'm just calmly explaining to you why he's able to do that. If you feel like that's the obvious, I don't think that's the obvious. He's with Crawford and Spence.
He a weirdo.
Yeah, there we go. And now you just showed your hand and boots. There you go.
Hey, no, let me read this next one though.
Now I got it.
Yeah, he a weirdo.
He got another one coming.
I don't know about Spencer Crawford. Yeah, yes, you do. Fake. You know about Spencer Crawford. You know damn well he won't beat neither one of them. He ain't beating. But you say so
right there.
He put context. He put context to the KO ratio.
Yeah. Mandela runs 154.
And you know
what?
And that one Lubin, he got a Lubin win and what?
D-Man
been slept by one of the Charlotte, but it's all right.
See, man, whoever you are with a name like Amen, you better you treading on thin ice, but
that in position
because you ain't heard nothing. See, this is what you probably annoying me right now, fanboy. You come in here dick riding Vergil Ortiz, you weirdo.
He instantly tried
to get off his dick. We don't care about his 100% KO ratio. That shit gonna change.
Hold on. What just do? What he say?
This weird ass weirdo. I don't know. I'm ignoring him from now on. They could shoot him if y'all want. And I don't never come like that, but you just got yourself like.
Well, hey, the shooter should be on deck already. Get him the fuck out of here.
No, we ignoring you and your deep conversation. I tried to get him. I can tell.
Fuck him and fuck what he talking about. Fuck out of here. Man. Anybody else that want to be on that Vergil Ortiz wave, you can get the fuck out of here too.
I bet he is. Nice day. I know he is. That's why he came here dick riding Vergil Ortiz. Like we care. We don't care about him. His 100% KO ratio. Your weird ass up. I'm tired of being nice. I was having that conversation with my girl. Hey, I'm done being nice.
Hey, just doing the words of just doing the words of mankind. Have a nice day.
It's an observation for me. I think people getting it misconstrued. I don't know if it's the glasses. I don't know what it is. But I'm done being nice. Fuck you, weird ass motherfuckers. Y'all come over here talking crazy. I'm serving you. And it ain't even gonna be boxing related. I'm serving you, the person.
Hey, remember what we talked about the other day, bro?
Gonna start serving. Man, y'all gonna know. That's the energy y'all want. I gotta be a little more aggressive for y'all to get it. No problem. You know what I'm saying? I serve you. I'm tired of being nice anyway. That shit cramping my style. It's cramping my style anyway. I ain't nice. All you gotta do is ask. Anybody tell you that. I ain't even that nice anyway. That being nice to y'all. Be having real conversation. I'm engaging with you, a weird ass. You turned that into some weird shit. I know you young. Only kids do that. You sniper ready?
Hey, even if you're a kid, if you come over here playing with grown folks, your ass gonna get it too. I ain't got no sympathy for nobody.
Yo, what me? He named all the names that he can't beat. He really just can't. Boots and murder him. That's why they need 4 years for him. Spence said all he did was used to cry when he lost when he was a kid. He ain't beating him. Crawford had beat his ass too. That's why when they asked him, is he ready? He said, yeah, and then went right into the diversion. He ain't stand on that shit. They asked you one question. Do you want to fight? Yeah, but, I'm ready for whoever. I hate when they say that. Whoever just mean you ready for them to put you in there with another Mckinson. You don't go from Mckinson, a nigga with 2 knockouts, to Terrence Crawford. You would never see that. Probably won't even see Vergil Ortiz and Terrence Crawford in his lifetime. Yeah, Frank put his ass down the Hambies. And Crawford is doing it in the pros that they fought. I think Crawford, I know Crawford will beat him. I know Spencer beat him. And I'm telling you now, Boots Ennis would be the worst thing for him. Young, fresh, athletic. Could do everything you could do, but better. Leave that man alone. You just named 3 people and then call me a fanboy and you fanboy. He could just beat everybody. Yeah, right. That's exactly why the matchmakers put him in there with Michael Mckinson, a dude. What's that? A 12%? Ratio, get your ass out of here. And he took him 9 rounds. See, you done made me flip it on Vergil. Vergil, I like you, but I don't like your fan base.
These be talking shit like they know what they talking about and they don't know shit. Shut the fuck up.
You could say all facts. Somebody still say a fan. You don't even gotta be. You could just be discussing boxing. I don't even gotta be a specific fighter. Somebody say that. Fanboy, duck. What's the other word? I hate that y'all misuse everything. Yeah. What happened to Vergil? That's what they gonna be saying. Get his ass in there with boots in it. Fuck that. I don't want to see nothing else. I'm pushing that now. Now I need a video, man. I want to see Vergil. What I want to see. It's gonna be a selfish one. I want to see Vergil and boots in that. Fuck that. We pushing for that. I want to see Vergil and boots now. Fuck that. We go DM Vergil right now and be like, yo, fight boots.
Vergil said 28 months. 28 more months.
How many it been since they said the initial 48?
Yeah, he said 28 more. You see, I said 28 more months.
Yeah. He got 28 more to go.
That nigga got a counter. He like, yeah, I'm ready. he got a counter, dog.
I'm telling you, he like, man, yeah, it just got, facts, fate. We just turned on Vergil. He done pissed me off. Gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? You talk crazy now. Now I want him to get smoked. You gonna name all the people that could really beat him right now. That he won't be the favorite to beat none of them.
You gotta fight himself up.
Mighty Mo there looks so mighty.
Man, what? I told y'all that wasn't Mighty Mo. That was Maurice Hooker.
Yeah, he was mighty heavy, motherfucker. Mighty fucking heavy. That's what he was. Right, turn his gun on. Yeah, right. Turn that.
Just do. You stupid, man.
It was not Mighty Mo. That was Maurice.
AB, my bro, what's good with it? His ass was heavy, all right. Mighty fucking heavy. Mighty fucking overweight. Big tall body fighting. Motherfucker was fighting like his legs.
Hey, ain't it funny? Listen, ain't it funny? They said they need 48 months to fight Boots. I'm like, nigga, ain't that like 4 years? Who the fuck asked for that?
And Mighty Mo was fighting like he battled leg injuries. So he came in there. He came in like he just learned how to walk off of injury and some shit. Bambi looking like Bambi.
Mighty Mo look like Bernard Hopkins.
Bambi Mo Hooker.
His last 2 years in the sport. That's what Mighty Mo looked like last night. Bernard. Like a fucking alien. That's what he looked like.
Yeah. Vergil mad at that reporter for getting on his ass about that. Mighty Mo looked mighty whipped. Yeah, he was mighty heavy and mighty out of shape. Mighty ass whooping. Boy, I know that Blair Cobbs loss stinging like a motherfucker right now. Best believe it. Now you gotta go back and convince himself that he not done. Telling you what, but just to be fair, just to stay consistent, I'll watch him one more time in shape to really see if he really should call it quits. But the way he got beat too, he got dominated. He ain't just get, it was just like he looked like old. And I felt like more of that was, some of it was weight, and then some of it was just him not being that good right now. Mo was walking around like Jose when he fought Bud, dragging that leg. Yeah, I'm telling you. He was moving. Yeah, y'all don't remember that movie Shocker from back in the day when the dude was jumping in people's bodies and taking over and shit. And when he take over the body, they automatically have a limp. That's how Mighty Mo was walking. He was in there dragging. Something was wrong. He had something wrong with his fucking legs or something. That's them stiff ass braids. That motherfucker was lightheaded. That's what that was. Them fucking braids and them stiff ass straight backs. Them motherfucker, them shit was too tight. Had him lightheaded in the ring. That boy getting punched around like that. Y'all should have told y'all should have known y'all had a fight. Soon as y'all seen two niggas over 30 with straight backs, stiff ass, dry straight backs. Know it was gonna be a fight. What you doing? Still killing innocent people? Look like he was training to fall. He was, yeah. Like I don't know what the hell that was, man. Like, he had balance issues. I'm telling you, them braids was too fucking tight. Them braids and that fucking bandana. He took that bandana off his head right before the fight. That's what I'm telling you. All that blood started rushing to his motherfucking head. He got punched a couple times, went to the ground. It was like some easy shit. He was at a disadvantage from the rip. Tight ass braids, tight ass bandana. You know what I'm saying? Them tight ass trunks. I know he had a little extra belly fat. The nigga was overweight. He was just all fucked up. I'm telling you. Both of them niggas had some dry ass, stiff ass straight backs. They got the kind of braids you get like when you be growing your hair. Tell me them niggas both of their braids didn't look like when a nigga first start growing their hair and you braid it for that very first time to see if your shit long enough. That's what they was in there. It was in there with that. Niggas just got their shit braided for the first time. Like, fuck it, I'm gonna wear it to the fight. At that point, you still gotta wear a fro, yo. You're not supposed to braid that shit. He'll learn next time. In the breeze. I'm telling you. Martin versus Tommy Hearn vibes there getting punched on. Shit just ain't look bad. Couldn't defend himself. Boy looked slow. Blair was bouncing around the ring on his ass. So I'm saying, yeah, them braids did it. I'm telling you. Both of them dudes and Blair, it's like they just start growing. That's the type of braids they had. The kind of braids you have when you braid your shit for the first time and you realize it's long enough to be braided. Motherfuckers in there looking crazy. He just don't give a. Now it's a fact he don't. Bo Mac told him to fight the motherfucker. He told him to fight him, but he ain't tell him how. Bo Mac shot the fuck out, B. That was some real shit. Bo Mac bogus, man. I think that speaks about him as a trainer. That I ain't even not to like you know, I joke, but on a serious note, like you got dominated. That's a bad loss for the Crawford camp, if that's what you want to call it. Cause then he vouched for him. He said Mo Hooker was training so hard, and the nigga came in there overweight than a bitch. He said, "Fuck it, it's boxing. Fuck it, I'm ready. Let's get in there and fight. I'm ready to go. That's professional." I was like, "What? What is he talking about, man?" He pacing back and forth, some young ass braids, bandana on top of it. They ain't thinking straight. That's why I bought that snack. According to Marlo said he don't know why Bud over there at Snack. He said it ain't like Snack giving out no goggles and no shit like that. So he basically saying unless they giving out some type of protection for your eye sockets, ain't no need to be over there. Then I heard a couple of people saying Crawford looked like he got bigger, like he packed on some weight. I just think that's horse shit. I'm tired of hearing that too. Every fucking camp, all of a sudden somebody jacked, so ripped and big, man. Get the fuck out of here. You're not even in an official training camp. So miss me with that he packed weight on. What kind of weight could that be? Because he still got to weigh in at the limit. Am I right? Like, what the fuck kind of weight could he be putting on that would be beneficial for him? Bo Mac ain't enough to train him for EJ. Now I'm being dead serious. It ain't, yo. On everything, it ain't. Yeah, snap. Over there, snap. Them niggas ain't giving out no goggles. He wasting his time. He is. I was first was the prize with Antoine. fought to a draw. Guys, African Jamal. Big Mac looking bad. He said, "Yeah, man." Anton Cobb, yeah, he did have a draw with some plans rough and you papped off. I just want to say this too for the record, man. I'm pretty sure we in the building know that, but all these people that say boots need to be tested, do y'all know? Do you understand, yo? In order for him to be tested, somebody has to then first give him the opportunity to fight them. Other than that, we're gonna be saying this shit till he 40-0. Like, god damn it, somebody gotta fight him. And we all know it ain't cause he don't want it. Bomac was exposed. Yeah, I'm saying, you know what though? You know what's really being exposed, I think, when it comes to him? Where he's limited in his lack of versatility as a trainer. And just his ability to make adjustments is being like put on this display right now. You're able to just see where he lack as a trainer, like because they get the credit to some degree when motherfuckers win, right? So why they can't get none of the credit when motherfuckers lose, or none of the blame when a motherfucker lose? That's how I look at that. Best Putin, a good opponent for Conor. Yeah. Oh shit. I'm trying to go to the 3-hour mark before I get off. They both get blamed because Mo didn't listen to none of that shit Crawford said either. Went right at the back. Yeah, right back to that rusty ass game plan. Yeah, that and then that's the thing. I think their lack of game plan was exposed too. I really do. You know what? And I've been feeling like this about Mo Hooker for a while, particularly Mo Hooker. When it comes to him, I feel like that dude, he said what he want, but he don't be having much of a game plan when I see his fights. I just don't feel like that. I feel like, all right, to some degree, but his game plan is very like basic. To come in there and fight and maybe wear you down, throw a bunch of punches. Like, he don't have a very strategic, high-level game plan, in my opinion. It's like a simple game plan. Just go out there and fight tight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like he had X's and O's, like, let's draw this game plan up. Let's utilize this. And you know why I feel like that? Just tell me, if he was an X's and O's drawn board type of guy that really strategically, him and Bomac put together a game plan and went out there and execute, he wouldn't be giving up his fucking height and reach every single fight. He give up his height and reach every single fight. There's no way in hell whatever game plan that you coming up with is a strategic one, or one that's strategic enough where it favors you. It just don't. His game plan, like, let me go in there, let me wear my guy down, let me out punch him, let me out hustle him, outwork him, and then maybe you know what I mean, and me land a big shot or two. Like, I don't know, man. That game plan, he just don't have a strategic approach to boxing to me. And like I said, if he did, a guy that is just blessed to be that tall and that long in that weight class, like, dude, use your physical tools. And fighters that don't usually, like, you know what I mean, they end up taking unnecessary punishment because they don't fight, they don't use their advantages, so they spend more time fighting in the inside and mid-range when they should really be outside commanding the center of the ring and shit like that and boxing circles around the guy. But instead, he just want to be a brawler. And he don't have the kind of power that a typical brawler will have. He got a solid punch. He can hurt you and get you out of there type deal. But you don't think of power as soon as you think of Mo Hooker. I mean, you think of a long, tall dude, and then right after that, you think of a long, tall dude that don't even utilize the physical gifts that he's blessed with. So it's like he already start the fight behind the 8 ball because he already start in a way that probably would favor the other fighter more times than none. You figure longer arms, it'd be better for me to fight at range and not smother my work. With him, he wanted to engage too much and prove he a dog. And that's also a problem been in his fights. You want to prove you a dog instead of proving you a smart dog. Just want to be a dog. Like that's not enough, especially at 33. It would have served him best to go and approach that fight from a an intelligent standpoint, not just going in there like we can't say what his game plan was because you damn sure don't know what it was based on listening to Bomac talk. What the hell was that? Like I don't know what the hell that was. I said side step to the right and loop your shots when Blair lunge in that way at work. I see Bud do it as regular game plan against Porter. Yeah, that shit would. But you know what? You know why I feel like that would work? I mean, it obviously will work, but why it doesn't work for Maurice Hooker? Because he physically can't do what Bud will be asking him to do in that situation to me. Like to me, and if he could, then he would have done it. So either he could have done what Bud was asking and wasn't smart enough to actually listen and do it, or he just lacked the skill and the ability to be able to do it all together. And I think it's, you know what I mean? It's a real question, man. I think he lacks the ability to be able to pull that off. Now, he's not an awkward dude, but he's slow. His top and bottom don't be on the same accord. Like he got like a clumsy style to me. He clumsy, but he always been like that. Even at his best, Mo Hooker was like a clumsy fighter to me. And he's just not athletic, and he's so fucking tall and like Bambi-ish, like a, you know what I mean, a newborn deer, you know what I mean, horse or something. Like I don't know. I don't like how he look on his legs. I'm telling you, man, like that shit crazy, man. He lacked the physical athleticism to be able to perform that task. Like he can't do that. He can't do it. Like, you get what I'm saying? And I think that's knowing your fighter too. It's one thing to say something, but are you really asking your fighter to do something that you've seen him do in the gym that you know he can do? Or are you in the fight now asking your fighter to do something that you've never seen him done before? So that's basically like, if you're asking a fighter to do some shit that he knows in his head he can't do, regardless of how passionate you are about what you're saying, it's like words gonna fall on deaf ears because he's not gonna perform, because he already feel like he can't do what you asking him to do. So he probably not even gonna try it, or he's not gonna do a good of a job trying to do it. See what I'm saying? He's not gonna concentrate enough to actually do it because he made no adjustments really. He fought the fight the same way. The success that he did have in the fight was a matter of it just being a fight, and he was trying, he was fighting back, and Blair Cobbs just naturally getting caught, or it's a fight. Him getting tired down the stretch and being able to get caught a little bit more. But other than that, like he wasn't able. Blair Cobb didn't like slow down some on the back end, like natural fatigue. I ain't saying he gassed, just the natural fatigue over the wear and tear of a fight. Man, he probably could have pitched a clean ass shutout. Real talk. That dude just like he had his number from round 1 all the way through. Bomac asks, I don't care if Crawford's majority of the reason he win because his eyes kick. I believe that too. I believe Crawford. I believe like they do got some type of connection, obviously, because they shared the ring and so many fights been together for so long. But I think Bomac is just to be fair to him too, because I'm just I gotta is like maybe explore the other side. One side of it too, he could be a product of like his own success. Like the failures he's having is because he's been so successful with Crawford that he hasn't had to tell Crawford a ton to get him to win. Like usually the fight's going his way anyway, and then when they're not, maybe he do have that one or two things that he could go to say to get the spark of flame in Crawford, whereas you don't have that same luxury with these other fighters. These other fighters are not Terrence Crawford. As a matter of fact, they're so far from it, it's not even close at all. There's no fighter you have is anything like Terrence Crawford. Not one fighter you got. So what I'm saying is the same minimal instruction that you could give for Terrence Crawford, because I believe Terrence Crawford is a great fighter. You don't have that same luxury with some of these other dudes in your stable. And that limited advice that you give when you fucking limited the way you are, and I don't know, you're just not versatile into your approach because you've been so successful with one fighter that it stagnated your growth with others. You get what I'm saying? It's like you've been so successful with him, was working with him. It's not going to work with those other dudes. And I think he need to know that. Like, these other dudes really need to be taught. Terrence Crawford is at a different level. They not nowhere near the same. None of the fighters on his stable. Knockdown, self-esteem drops. Yeah. He looked shitty after them knockdowns. He did. From a self-esteem and confidence standpoint, he didn't look good.
Some trainers got
facts, D-man.
Some trainers got skills to pass down. They can pass down fighter to fighter. And some trainers, you know, just a product of their fighter. I think Bomac got the order like, yeah, I got Bud Crawford. Who are you? Like, what you gonna show me? Like, nigga, you the trainer. You supposed to be showing them something.
Yeah. Right. And he wasn't that good a fighter and not, I mean, an average trainer, man. Like, sorry, like, one fighter don't make you a great trainer. Having one great fighter don't make you a great trainer. That can make you a good trainer. But I think the more we see other fighters in his stable under his tutelage fight, the more he's exploited. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Crawford done. He don't slow down and retire. Like, it's not gonna be the same. Like, his success is not gonna be the same. And I just don't feel like he even got the temperament to. I don't know. I don't know. It's just not the same with none of them other fighters. Like, he really told Jamel Herring to go get another trainer after a loss type deal. Like, that was lame as hell. Or before, I forget, before or after one of them, but it was weak as hell.
After.
C-level trainer with A-level fighter. Terrence Crawford is great enough. He's been getting himself through these situations. I'm sorry. I don't. And again, I will credit him to some degree. Maybe they do share a connection where he's able to say those one or two things to Crawford, but those same one or two things that you're able to say to Crawford is not enough for any other fighter on your stable. And that's why we've been able to see his recent failures. And it's not all on him. I'm not bashing on him or nothing, but I'm just calling a spade a spade. Y'all want credit when motherfuckers win. You gonna get credit when motherfuckers lose too, or you gonna get the blame. At least some of it. So this is what it is. Shit.
For a bad job for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can't blame I really like I use Tony Harrison for a second. Like, you can't blame Tony Harrison for losing. Tony Harrison trainer for losing that second fight to Jamel. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
One of the trainer's problem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? One of the trainer's problem. One of the
facts.
No. Bomac fighter looked out of shape to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
I was in the ring and he never found it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There was no point where you gave him any instruction on how to win this fight.
And if he continues to train after Crawford retire, just pay close attention to the level of success he able to achieve, whether he's able to be successful or not. But without Terrence Crawford, that's all I'm saying. And I think that's very telling, the lack of success that he able to have with other fighters outside of him is really more telling than the success he's been able to have with just the one fighter. Yeah. Ash was talking about that earlier. He didn't look like he cared when he lost. What are you doing? T20 was good, my bro. Appreciate you for sliding through. I was but able to get ring apron to talk to Hooker. Yeah. Told that nigga Bomac to move out the way. Yeah. Because he know he wasn't telling him shit. He know. Crawford told him he better shit than Bomac, facts. And I just think, yeah, Bomac hit the lottery above facts. And I think this shit that Crawford was telling him was right. But again, I think Mo Hooker was physically unable to perform those things. I think Crawford was kind of a victim of being a fighter. Like, you know that what to tell him to do that's gonna work, but probably not realizing that the fighter wouldn't even be able to physically perform what you ask him to do the way you want him to do it. You know what I'm saying? Crawford would be able to do the right shit, of course, to deal with a Blair Cobb, but you know, that's two totally different levels. Yeah, he hit the lottery for sure, but probably a better trainer. Nah, real shit. Better fighter, more experience. Yeah, better trainer. Yeah. You wouldn't think if Buzz started training, I'll look at him to be a better trainer than Bomac. Yeah. Yeah, personal experience, the best teacher. He been in there. So been way successful at the highest level. So yeah. For sure.
Bud a better trainer than Bomac.
Facts. That's what I was saying. Facts.
Bomac really just that dude. They probably looked out for Bud. Like
Tank cover from different call. Trainers they losing. Yeah. Facts. Then they respond like real fighters. That's a fact.
Bomac just the dude that looked out for Bud early, and Bud took care of him. He got loyalty to Bomac. Bomac ain't worth a damn. Fuck it, I said it. Bud got loyalty to Bomac, but Bomac ain't worth a damn. Now 2 dams. He not worth 2 dams.
Yeah, did.
Worth 8 dams because he got Bud. That's the 1 dam he worth.
Probably after training, he gonna go home with Bomac, have his own training session. Yeah, his training them jaws. He been training Maurice Hooker to eat. That's the fuck he been training. Coming there 3 pounds overweight, going talk about fuck it. It's a fight. It's just boxing. Shit happens. Like what? Boy, nah, shit don't just happen. You don't just get to say that like that. Shit don't just happen. What was you doing, bro? Just get to say that. See Pacquiao's son rebounding from that loss. Bravo and salute to him, man. But keep an eye out for Kid Austin. He on the rise, man. Let's keep our eyes out to see what Vergil Ortiz want to do next. Let's see what's next for him. Let's see if he actually want to get in there with boots. Since dude came in here dick riding for him. Can you see Bud as a trainer in his career? I could. And it seemed natural because he seemed like he actually like kind of paid forward in terms of helping people in their careers the way he could. I appreciate that about Bud.
Bud breathing.
Thanks, trainer. Yeah, facts. Yeah, Calvin Ford is a teacher and a trainer. He fit that mold of teacher and trainer. Yeah, facts. He come with a game plan. Facts. And when they don't be executing, I went to a fight where his fighter didn't win. And of course it wasn't Tank, it was Keyshawn Williams. And he was on his ass. He was on his ass for not making them adjustments. Secret buffet snack, yeah. Niggas better go find a pair of goggles. Take that goddamn man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Coach Calvin definitely come with a game plan. Better protect that damn eye. You feed? Nah, but shit. Yeah, man, Kid Austin. I'm glad to finally see him under the lights now. Now let's see him. He was on somewhat of a meaningful card. Now let's see him on a meaningful card and a meaningful fight. I'm not saying too soon, but throw him in there with somebody. Shit, see what he really worth, what he really made of, should I say? Because he looks solid, but I want to see him again. He's still young, 19. He got a lot to work on still. He got a lot going for himself at the same time. Proud of Mighty Mo. He won us some bread last night, huh? Tell. Oh, y'all won, huh? You hookers, goddamn it.
Nah, he won us by losing, right?
That's crazy. Ford a cool dude. He a Tank fan. Ford, yeah. I like Calvin Ford. I like Kenny too, Coach Kenny. Mac was mighty quiet this week though. Yeah, he is because he wanted to show up for that mighty paycheck. said he was smiling and shit and drinking. They said he was drinking and shit before the fight or some shit. Picked him to beat Keyshawn if they ever fight.
Bo Mac stealing more Hooker money because he ain't teaching them shit.
Keyshawn and who?
He ain't trainer. He ain't physically training.
Fighters too. Yeah. I feel like fighters that trainers that work out with their fighters, they got a different. They able to get something different out of a fighter because they're leading through example. And I ain't saying I'm a fighter. I ain't got to be in that situation to kind of understand how that's able to motivate them in a different way. It's different for the motherfucker. All right, the simple example. You don't see people go to fat motherfuckers to go to personal trainers and they'll go work out. You get what I'm saying? Because the last thing somebody wants is a motherfucker that's not doing it over them telling them they should be doing some shit. So I think when they actually physically seeing you do it and put that work in and know you could keep up to some, well, you can keep up with them, is a different level of respect there. Different level of respect. That's why I feel like it's levels. And I feel like the team Spence is stronger than Team Crawford for that reason. They're a real coach. Yeah, a real coach and a teacher. Yeah, that's all good. Win on his ass. Fuck that.
The best thing got Derrick James. I think Derrick James made great adjustments. He know how to keep Earl out of trouble.
Yeah, to some degree. But you know what, Tank? I don't know. I mean, you to a certain degree, you could say the game plan is going to be the same, but I guess he get to the end result differently in certain fights that he's been tested. Nah, it ain't working out at all. And I just don't think it's a certain level of respect that you just don't have naturally when a person is not doing. I'm not saying you respect them any less, but I just think it's a deeper level of respect when they're physically showing you that they do it. Derek knows how to adjust. Facts. Absolute facts. Factory. Yeah. For this fighters, that's a fact. Yeah, man, we'll keep our eyes on him, man. I want to see what's up with Brian Norman too. I'm gonna keep an eye on him too, man. Yeah, man, decent night of boxing. Good solid win from Blair Cobbs, giving the fighter that he was in there with, Mo Hooker, and give himself a chance because he wasn't in shape, and that cost him the fight. Other than, obviously, other than the fact that he'd been off for a while, so but he was a ass fighter, I heard. Yeah. Oh, Derek James. He wasn't the best fighter, but I don't think he was Bomac bad though. Then you could pull up some of these dudes' box racks. He wasn't Bomac bad though. No disrespect to him, but y'all know, man. As always, we had a dope live, man. I'm past the 3-hour mark. Appreciate my bros, the other TWT family coming through. Appreciate all the chat fam and the fam, coming through. Y'all continue to y'all smash the like button for your bro on the way out. I ain't gonna hold y'all here too much longer. I'll be back tomorrow with something fresh, something new to talk about. Kate Austin finished show out again. He seemed a little bit nervous. Yeah, I think it was anxious. I think he was anxious, Fate, because of the, he just wanted to perform. So, and that's with him being young, 19 years old, teenager. I could expect that. I could understand some of that. But again, he's only gonna get more comfortable moving forward if they continue to get him opportunities like that. I think he's gonna take advantage of them. So I just want to continue to see what he got and see this young boy put on, man. I like Kate Austin. I like what I'm seeing from him. Good win by Vergil Ortiz. Good comeback fight.
It was okay, man. It was okay.
Good comeback fight for him. I'll give him a pass because of the physical shit he went through health-wise. But I expect to see him in there after the top, or shooting somewhere near the top after this fight. You know what I mean? Go to that next level, whatever that is. Because Mckinson just don't do it for me. I plan on it, bro. I plan on it. I plan on it. Because that shit coming up, too. Big Texas salute, bro. Appreciate you. Yeah, he did his thing, man. He did his thing for what it's worth. He better learn to cut the ring off more, though. I will say that. Better learn to cut that ring off better moving forward.
Yeah.
And don't show no frustration the first time your man want to consistently move and not be a stationary target. Show him your feet better than his are good enough to trap his ass and still get working. So let's see, man. We'll be on the lookout for him. We will. I'm gonna let y'all bros get the hell up out of here. I'm
out of here, man.
about to make a run. Dang, the week.
On a little bit, man.
Man, appreciate the bros as always. T Crush and the rest of the family that was up here. Yeah, Kid Austin did his thing. He's driving from Maryland. Word, that's what's up. Safe travels, bro. Yeah, Kid Austin. I'm gonna stay tuned for Kid Austin, man. T, you still on? No.
Yeah, I ain't doing shit. I'm robbing the book. I ain't
robbing the book. Well, shit, man. You know, if you still over there, I'll pop through. I'm about to go make a run. Let y'all get up out of here. Appreciate the family as always. I'll be back tomorrow with another one. We'll get some shit done. We'll get me something to eat. I'm always hungry up this motherfucker.
Right. I'm on the same type of time. I just smashed some eggs. I'm finna put some food in this thing. Now,
Yeah, man. I'll see you over there, bro.
What's up?
Appreciate all y'all in the building. Y'all smash that like button for your bro on the way out, man. And I'll be back tomorrow. That's all I got for now. Peace, family.